Looks like that's going to work. Hey, everybody. Yes, I'm on early because I'm going to have a guest and my daughter's here. Hey, Moray. Hey, James. Hey, Hal. Full moon. That's right. Actually, the thing about the full moon is it doesn't come in. This is the first. Yeah, this will be the first. It's usually 3 days before and 3 days after where you can feel the moon energies. But the full moon energies won't come on until Sunday at 2 p.m. So tomorrow night I'll do my thing. But yeah, it peaks at Sunday at 2:58. So really don't want to do the ritual today. I would definitely do the ritual tomorrow, but it doesn't come in until Sunday afternoon at 2. So I'm doing a little bit of it today. I am having a guest come in. I think in the UK it's at 2:45. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. See if I can bring my friend in. Here we go. There we go. And let's send this out. All right. And so whenever she comes in, we'll see what's going on. Yeah, so 3 days before and 3 days after. So tonight you actually can absorb yourself in a little bit of the moment. And again, let me say, this is the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am 8. Wind is timeless. It all starts with a gentle sadness. I am the holder of the continuous ball game of the Hero Twins. I am the Galactic Daddy-O sitting on my galactic patio from Minnesota to the universe. And tonight, two commercials. We're going to go with Guinness Extra Stout, and Jack Daniels. So pop them if you got them, smoke them if you want them. And my little one is here with me, and she's not so little, but I don't want to sleep all day tomorrow. She'll be quite upset. She'll be quite upset with me, and I don't get my butt out to bed and cook. So had to get up a little early. So here I am. The game is on. My national game is Atlanta and Golden State. Boston just beat Milwaukee. So I am drinking Guinness too. Oh, that's sweet, Hal. I'm in the UK. It's 2:45 a.m. And I do have a friend that is going to be coming from the UK. She lives in London, one of the suburbs. I mean, I know London is generous. Like people say they live in Minneapolis. I actually live in Prior Lake, so I live south of Minneapolis, but it's still part of the Twin Cities. So she'll be coming on hopefully in the next week or so. And she's a very powerful person. She has a very powerful mind. We've been friends for quite a long time. And if she's able to get it all together, we will get together. So that's why I am here. That's why I came on early. Tell her I'm from Camden in London. Is there one called Ashgrove? Something like that? Ashgrove? Is that one of the suburbs? But she was, I think she was saying that, since lockdown, I don't think she was laid off, but I think, where she was working was slowed down a little bit. Did it die on me? Oh, there we go. Tell her from Camden. I will do that. And so I know Moray is probably watching the game. And everybody should have the same national game because it is on ESPN. So I got the game going. I can't really see it that well without glasses. So let me see if she got the link. And so she's going to wait until get more people. I am smoking wedding cake, my favorite. This is the splatter. So I'm trying to think. I think my crumble was Gorilla Glue too, but I know the splatter was Gorilla Glue. So this is Gorilla Glue splatter. And as always, oh, that tastes really good. I blow big stacks. So, yeah, Hawks up by 10. Yeah, I like wedding cake too. I like wedding cake too, James. Wedding cake is good. I mean, I bought so much crumble, and I bought about 6-7 grams of splatter. Splatter's harder to. My other hitter is bigger. Splatter's harder to get in something like this. Kind of sticky and sticks on. But I got chunks. I mean, I got nice little chunks of this stuff. So it lasts longer than the flour. I can't really do flour anymore. Flour just all right, so she'll come on. Okay. She's got the link and she'll come on when she's ready. She wants me to chop for a minute, which I can always do. I can always chop. Hey, Jason, thank you for joining me. Oh yeah, this stuff it puts some shit on your mind for sure. It'll definitely put some shit on your mind for real. It'll put some shit on your mind, no doubt. And it just lasts longer. I mean, I smoke on this little thing virtually all day, and it's like what I put in there yesterday, I really didn't have to add anymore. It's like so, and then even my big hitter is even better with it. The big hitter is just rougher. Like, I don't think I can get a rig. I'm looking at all the rigs, and the rigs is like, no matter, because like I have a chiller. You put water and you put ice in it, you still use that flour. That shit is still like flame down my throat. So I guess I've gotten too old to take that kind of thing. This isn't so bad. I can just puff on this thing all day. There's no smell. This is what I like about this kind of stuff. I'm doing it in the house. My daughter be sitting here. I'll be in the living room, and you can't smell it. Because like my neighbors, the shit be all in the hall. And when my daughter leaves, I have to put little oil burners in the hall so she don't smell like it. Because I get to hearing that shit, you know. So I had an oil burner in the hall when she gets picked up so she don't smell like their shit. So, but you know, one big hustle here, and I'll tell it, is the natives that live on the res. You know, they got that bread. So a lot come up here with them. I mean, they have a tie on the business, no doubt. And again, these natives have bread. These natives, I mean, I don't think people really understand the amount of bread they generate. Some of these people get 70, 80. It's like the lowest I ever heard of a person that lives on a reservation was like 20 a month, 20 racks a month. The highest I heard was 100 and some, because they were making 1.4 or 1.5 a year, because depending ages. And I've told the story before. We had a friend. She has her basement is a really sweet bar, but her swimming pool, she has a bar like outside her pool. And she had a daughter. She had a daughter that turned 18 in May. All the daughter had to do was just keep going to school for like a month. She had 4 weeks to finish. She turned 18 and she had something like $4 million given to her. It was like $4 million automatically went in her account. This chick was like deuces. She bought a Porsche. She bought like 2 or 3 cars. She bought this 9,000 square foot house on the res. She bought somebody else's house. And they were mad at her because, and I imagine they figured it out because you're that close, but she was like, fuck school, I'm about this bread. And I see her riding around every now and then. She has one of the BMW trucks, you know, like the original ones they sold, like the GS models, the G model. She got, last time I saw her, she was driving one of them, but she was like, forget school. I'm moving on. Hey, Herb, thank you for joining me. Lorenzo. Oh, okay. Well, don't let me mess up your concentrated. It's concentrated. You're absolutely right. Can I buy some? No, James, I don't sell this shit. I quit selling anything a long time ago. Thank you, though, Herb. That's very kind words. Matter of fact, I have to get some edibles too. You know, I'm still getting over a little sickness too. I'm a lot better though. I can feel my voice is stronger. So I'm still getting over. That's why I'm still sucking on these things a little bit. But this is only my 3rd one today, so I'm getting better. I'm getting better, just a little cold. My daughter gets them, and then I tend to get them. When she gets, her mother had a sinus infection, I got it through my daughter. I don't think my daughter ever suffered. Necessary Evil, thank you for joining me. And so, I don't know quite where I want to start tonight. I'm gonna start here, and no offense to anybody, any women. I'm gonna say this story. Someone had asked me last week what was the funniest, weirdest story, and I told the story that I ever ran into hustling. And I told this story on my other channel, but I don't know if people were around. But I just thought that this is a funny channel. This is a funny kind of story. So I told the story about the two ministers and stuff. So the other funny story was, now there's this other girl named Janie. Janie might have had a little native in her. I'm not sure. And she lived in Michigan, but Janie was another person that the people would pause. But she had a young look. I mean, she really had a young, like even now, she looks her age now because the drugs have caught up with her. But for a long time, she had a very young look, but really stunningly pretty. But again, she became a drug addict. And matter of fact, she had a cousin that when her cousin was 18, she was one of the prettiest women that I had ever met. But you see her cousin today, I mean, the drug abuse, I heard that she had HIV, her cousin had HIV, but I met her cousin when her cousin was 18 at a party. And again, I was probably 25, 26 when I met her, but she was at the party and I met her. And, I didn't really know her well, but I knew of her. And this woman turned out to, she was walking the streets of Battle Creek, which is hard to hoe in Battle Creek, Michigan. I mean, it really is. But Janie, on the other hand, Janie had these two dudes that was neighbors. They was lifetime friends, neighbors. Both of them was in love with her. One dude was aggressively in love with her, and the other guy was kind of like in the background love with her. She would float to his spot. And it's funny, she was with the other guy was more my friend, the guy that was kind of the background guy. And I remember she was in there one day, and my friend was like calling me. He's like, man, this fool is in front of my house with guns. Go get him. And I'm like, listening. I'm like, go get him. How? He's like, if he see you, he'll come back, which was true. I already knew that if I came. So I had to park a couple blocks away, and I had to strategically put myself in a position to make this motherfucker go home. I'm like, go home. Because I snuck up on him. I'm like, go home. And so I said, throw that shit down and go home. And he ran back home. I said, you can get your shit later. And I unloaded the shit and I put it in the box. I kept it for a minute. But anyway, so this girl was at a spot one day. So we went to a spot and where she was at. And so we walk into the house. She is on the dining room table, straddling this dude's face with a crack pipe in her mouth. And she's like grinding on his face, smoking this crack. And she stopped when she saw us walk in, and she was like, hi, Eric. Hi, Toby. I mean, this is his woman, kind of. This is kind of his woman. It was like she didn't even miss a beat. The dude was just under her, and she's just grinding on his face on this damn dining room table under a big ass chandelier. And it's just, that shit. I never forgot that shit. And she's just like, hi, Eric, hi, Toby. And it's just, I looked at him, and I know he kind of took a hit, but again, he accepted her for what she was. So that's what I dug about him. He accepted her for who she was. He never judged her like that. He kind of just rolled because he knew her personality. He finally got tired with her. Matter of fact, we took her Academy Awards 98. We took her out to California. She did some escort out there. I remember I think it was 97, 98. We had flown with her out to California. And then she got some kind of lick and got 30, 40 grand. She bought a new car. She already had a house because her people had money. And they had moved to Atlanta temporarily. And he ended up leaving her out of Atlanta, took a little of her bread and flew back to Michigan. And then I see that she had children. She still looks good. I mean, if you went to her page, she still looks good. She's not a bad looking woman, but you could just see that the years have kind of crept up on her where she had that young look. And this chick she's older than my ex. My ex just turned 47. So she's about 48 or 49. And she's on Facebook, very beautiful daughters. But that is probably one of the funnier stories that I ran into because I could still see her face, but that's just who she was. And the dude didn't say, the dude didn't move or nothing. He didn't get up. But I mean, they were on this damn dining room table. It was just like, it was just, I never forgot that. They got to crack it. Hey, Edward, thank you. And Edward, I'm working on that. Hey, there he is. There is my brother, Return of Thoth, Merlin, and the Serpent. Y'all came on a little earlier. Oh, it's about 11 o'clock where you're at. So, and he and I are going to do a show too, Return of the Thoth. That is my real brother. And Edward, I told my son, he said whenever he's ready. And I'm sorry, my son was a little drunk last night, so I had to run him up out of here. You went to the Oscars in 98? No, we didn't go to the Oscars, but we was out there. We went down there because it's free to go down there. We had no tickets, so we went down there. It was like me and this cat, another story. Me and this cat was down there when they killed, what is his name? Versace, right? Yeah, we was down there when Versace was killed. We was actually in Miami. And my guy who was, he worked in the jails, he called me up. He's like, man, you know where Versace lived? Because Versace basically lived right downtown, like Biscayne, off of Biscayne, or maybe one of the houses, maybe the front of the house was on Biscayne. But we were staying it was the Howard Johnson. And he called me, and so we went down there. And when I remember seeing the TV show, they changed a lot of that shit. A lot of that shit wasn't up there like they showed on the TV show. It was more when you watch the TV remake of that, it was more put up around there than when he died. But he was still on the steps dead. Like when they were showing people like dipping stuff in his blood and shit, he was still up there. We got down there. Again, we was around the corner. And the thing about his house that you didn't realize, you looked at the front of it, you wouldn't think it was shit. But you walk to the side and you look to the next block, that house went down to the whole next block. I mean, it was, from looking at the front, you didn't think it was a big house, but we was down there and like they were showing, there's people, somebody stuck a magazine in the blood. It was, his body was out there. We got out there before the police and stuff. When he had first got shot, I was out there watching that shit. And people was really doing that shit, dipping shit in his blood like vampires and shit until they came and got him. But so that was with my friend. We had hit a lick, and I've told this story before. We had hit a lick, and my brother knows. He knows E. You know E, Sean's cousin E. You know Eric. You know Eric. My brother would know Eric. Eric, like I was talking about, my brother would have to say about the best party ever thrown in Battle Creek. He was the DJ, and he'll tell you how many people was out there. But Eric had hit a lick. What was it? 30 pounds. I helped him steal 30 pounds. I got like 10 pounds out the deal because I just picked him up. And he was like, man, he called me. He's like, man, I done hit one. Come get me. And so I picked him up and took him to another city. And we had hustled, and we was like, what you want to do? We need to kind of get away for a minute. Because the dudes he hit saw me mowing my lawn. Like they came to me and they was like, man, you saw Eric? I'm like, what's up with Eric? And I was cutting my grass. So it was like, they didn't know I was in town or not. Because they figured that if he had got away, it was probably with me. So he came to me, and I had a pistol in my pants just in case, but I was just cutting my grass. And it's like, man, you seen Eric? I'm like, and this was true. Where they lived, I had only been over there maybe one time. So I only knew where they lived. I hadn't been over there often. And yeah, Eric and Sean, it was Eric. Eric got Peanut. And it really wasn't even Peanut. It was Peanut's guy that came out of the D. And so Eric, we took some money and we went to Florida. We spent 2 weeks in Florida. I remember back then, for my son was 2, my ex and myself, I remember going into Disney. And my son was 2. It had to be 97. Yeah, my son was born in 95. He was 2. So yeah, it was about 97. And it was $100 for just the 3 of us then. To get food, but it was a mistake because it was too damn hot. You talking about trying to walk around Disney, and it had to be, yeah, my son was probably going on 3. So it was probably like June, July. It was after my birthday, so probably July. We picked the wrong time to be walking around Disney. It was hot as hell. But that was my man, EJ. EJ said, my brother gave the best party ever in Battle Creek. Hey, Jason. New name is Trap Lord. Trap Lord. That's funny. Let me write that down so I remember it. Trap Lord. But I just ran into some funny stories. It didn't hurt Peanut none. Peanut was a cat that they got in on the early mailing and shit. You know, somebody would vacuum seal it and they pay people to mail them pounds. So he wasn't hurting. He wasn't hurting. One of his cousins that got killed, in some kind of way, he got the house and he redid the house. And it's just funny, like when you like this was a dude that had struggled for a minute, and when he struggled, I was hanging with him, and so he ate every day. We buying clothes and stuff. I wouldn't buy no clothes without buying him clothes. He was my guy. He really was my guy. And the reason why I kind of did everything was like once he inherited this house, and then he was doing the mail order, and all of a sudden he didn't know me, and it was never a beef. But it was like we just didn't hang. I mean, he wouldn't call me, which I didn't really care, you know, but it was just interesting. The way I treated him, he never treated me. He never treated me that same way. That's my point. It was like he wouldn't say, come hang out. Like when he had that house finished, I went to maybe one party. As I said, the last time I got drunk and drove was at his party. He had gave a party, and then I went like years without seeing him, you know, and this was like my guy at one point where it was a year or so where when he wasn't on, I was like keeping him on. You know, I was keeping him on every day where he ate, you know, and just had money in his pocket. Whenever I would hustle, I would always just like, here, man, you know, we give food. He ain't got to ask me nothing. I'm giving him money because you ain't got to ask me for nothing. You got food. I'm giving you $50 because, you know, I know you got to eat. And it's, you know, you ain't no child where I'm going to give food and I got to pay for both of them. That ain't making him be a man. Where if I give him money and when I give food, he can buy his own food, that make him a man. I don't know if people understand that, you know, how you have to treat people. You know, if you ever up like that and your boy ain't up, don't buy him food. Give him money, let him buy his own food. That makes him still be a man. It ain't like you treating him like a child. You treating him still like a man. So, but when he got up, you know, and it wasn't no thing. I was never down. This is Jack Daniels, baby. Got that Jack. Partner of the NBA. And then I got a little bit of this Guinness stout, like a little more than a pint. So Sean said, hey, the other day. Oh, okay. Right on with Sean. Rocky, thank you for joining me. Lammy, thank you for joining me. You think Versace was Scarface? Nah. He sounds stuck up. He was a little bit. I understand. I don't think Versace was Scarface. Scarface, let me see. Who it would have been the godmother, basically. That's who really Scarface would have been, was what was her name? Grelda, because Grelda started in New York. Remember, she started in New York, and they had those like the Mayflower, they had them kind of ships come in, and one of them ships came in and somebody tipped them off and they found 100 pounds of keys. And then she got indicted, but she went to Florida. And as I mentioned all the time, the CIA with her was the first to do the drive-bys. They was doing that in Florida. It was like somebody did a drive-by with her, then they shot the people up at the mall. So I think it was kind of her. But remember, Scarface was an agent. Don't forget that. Scarface was an agent. Or are you saying sacrifice? Oh, okay, sacrifice. I'm sorry, I'm misreading. Not Scarface, sacrifice. Okay. Was he a sacrifice? I'm sorry, I misread that. You know, I got dyslexia. Do you think Versace was a sacrifice? Yeah, definitely a sacrifice. Definitely a sacrifice. It survived for his sister to take over. So it was a sacrifice. Remember, Russell Simmons bought a room of his. They took one of his rooms, everything in there, and took it apart and then re-put it in Russell Simmons' house. You can look that one up. Sorry, I misread. So, but yeah, my guy, you know, and I ain't got any bad. I talked to him about 4 or 5 years ago. He doing well. Right on to it. You know, our children, we have children about the same age. So our children are adults. He was set up by higher ups. Yeah, Lammy, I imagine so. That story never made sense. Herm says, I'm going to get his too. Right on. Yeah, Gresha Belda. Thank you, Valerie. Blanco. But yeah, I think for his sister to continue the business. I think it was a couple sisters or a sister and a brother or something to continue the business. Because that story just didn't make sense. That this dude is just, because remember, the dude who they say did it killed somebody up here too. So they said he went from California and he came here. So he killed somebody here. So anytime you see that and a person moving around like that, it was strategic hits. And I can't remember the full story of who he killed here. But his thing was, he was working old dudes and then moving on from old dudes. And then that supposedly he had a fascination, but we know it was a hit. It was, if you look, the whole story sounded like some MK Ultra shit that they sent him on MK Ultra shit. His son died about 3 years before he died. Moray, interesting. Was MF Doom a sacrifice? Definitely. He was definitely a sacrifice. What's his name? I want to get his name right because I did subscribe to him. Let me see if I can remember his name. His conscious daughter told me his name, but he was one of the ones counted as the 103 dead in 2020. He was one of the ones. Yeah. Matter of fact, listening to him and Zach the other night, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name right now. Maybe if conscious daughter comes in here, she'll throw his name in. But Infinite something is his name. But anyway, he said it's almost 20 to 50 that rappers been killed this year already. And what are we in the third month? He said it's about 30 to 50 is he said. He said he ain't really been counting, but he said already it's been more than 20 rappers killed already. That's why for the brother Moray, I had to do a little thing for him because again, we don't want him touched. And so it's going to have to be more sinister than doing the whole, because what they're going to do, they're going to run up on him and they're not going to be able to do the spiritual part. They may be able to physically, but not the spiritual, because that's what they want to do. They want to kill you with both the physical and the spiritual. So I had to throw a little thing up a hill because they playing Quicksand on national radio now. I think I mentioned it was on not iTunes, iHeartRadio. I got an iHeartRadio channel, and then the normal channel, the regular channel here, was starting to play it too. I was sitting there waiting for my daughter today. And what do you think came on? I'm sitting in the car because I want to get up in and out of there, so I got to go early and sit for a minute in the cars because we don't go into school to pick up the children anymore. We have to wait in the cars, and then the children come in the cars. But I heard Quicksand, so I had to put a little spiritual thing up because again, rapping is the most dangerous thing for young people to do. It is one of the most dangerous professions. 103 rappers. That's almost one a month. They almost kill one a month. Yeah, Moray is the bomb. Celebrity whackers. Dudes don't want you snatching all at the parties. I had a situation with homies like that. There you go. Yeah, his son also died okay. Yeah. So, hey, Nicole, thank you for joining me. And so, I had to put a little spiritual thing up for him because I did start producing when I was listening to that stuff. And it's funny with hit records is that record is almost 8 weeks ago that I showed that I talked about that record. I mean, so it's out of all the, music gets old very quickly. New music comes out. I mean, it used to be nationally released on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, when videos was like buy videos, they came out on Tuesdays, and so did new records. And so, but now with where you can put your music on the internet, new music is churning out all the time. So, did you see the new music video by Lil Nas X? It shows him getting banged in the butt and it kills him and takes his crown. Not even joking. No, Moray, I have not. Woo. Whoa, I have not heard about that. I stopped listening to rap. Hey, Hal, I can't blame you. But it is very sacrificial now. I mean, it is. It's if you don't go in that thing with somebody spiritual, it will really eat you up. And that's the thing. They may get you physically, but don't let them get you spiritually. So if you don't have anybody in your corner spiritually, you can get ran over a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Forgot to wear my prop. Unfortunately, I saw it. Okay. Censorship is killing the P-Funk. There you go. It is. New music comes out on Friday now. Oh, it's Friday? Okay. It's Friday now because I know it used to be Tuesdays. The movies and the music used to come out very similar, very similar. But so many people like Moray has made 3 other songs. He's released 3 other songs already. So that just shows you, you know, he's churning. He made 2 other videos. So he's doing his work. Wow, Little Pump getting his nails done and wearing, well, he had the boobs for Halloween. Remember, he was wearing the fake boobs for Halloween. So he's taking it. Oh, Nicole B said you saw it too. Okay. Why are taking all these rappers out? What's the purpose of the sacrifice? It's just allegiance. Yeah, that's what I was just hearing, Ryan. Somebody mentioned about that. I'll answer your question though. It was disturbing. Yeah, I haven't seen. Also, he's straddling the devil. Damn. Well, Schultz, music, fame has a price. Fame has a price, and the price is basically hell. And so, what it comes down to is who do you want to be the one gotten, or do you want to give up your family member? You take a dude like Drake. Drake's got a line of dudes. I mean, look at Drake and all the bodies that have fallen by him. And what did Drake say? I can get him to do it for a Gucci belt. So what he's saying is he can throw whoever little crumbs, let them come into the circle. I mean, Sly hits on that as well, but you let dudes come into the circle, let them taste it, and then they fair game. They fair game. Once you let them in, like when you see them do the circle, let them come in your circle. You get them seen. You take them to some of these parties. Now, for some, when they go in them mansions, hey, they might can fulfill the ritual in them mansions, like Magic Johnson. You know, Magic Johnson would line old men up and whatever. He didn't care. Will Smith was very similar, but if he ain't anybody willing to do that, then they want blood. And they want blood because the price of fame is blood. They have turned the music entertainment business into a blood sacrifice business. I mean, look at entertainment from the very beginning. Look up Fatty Arbuckle. He did one of the first sacrifices where he ended up shoving a Coke bottle up a woman, killing her. That was one of the first sacrifices of Hollywood. My brothers, your Return of the Thoth will show you Aleister Crowley set up a lot of that stuff in Hollywood, and then he got pushed out. And the Jewish faith people that run entertainment took all this ritual. Oh, okay. Good, it fell in. I was wondering how they want this fire under me. That's all right. And this has been going on ever since. I mean, Rudolph Valentino, check this out. When they killed Rudolph Valentino and Jimi Hendrix had one thing in common. When they both was killed, they was both the biggest stars in the world. Rudolph Valentino was the biggest non-talking silent film star. He was the biggest. But Rudolph Valentino was sacrificed for talking movies. They killed him to get blood to bring in the talking movies and the acceptance of talking movies. That's why they took off Rudolph Valentino. It's way too disgusting. Yeah. But we will always be used as entertainment purposes only. Yeah. I mean, Return of the Thoth and Merlin the Serpent says we are always used for entertainment purposes only. What is the Modelo commercial? What does the Modelo commercial show you? They show you Tesla. They show you Isabella. They show you all these other cultures have contributed in a other meaningful way. What did they show the American Indian, black folks, whatever you want to call it? What did they show? They show Chuck Berry, entertainer. They show an entertainer. It's like if you look at my video, the chick that was saying the Kung Flu with Trump and playing that Kung Flu game, what did she do yesterday? 42 comes up in the conversation. That's not an accident. That's not an accident that she mentioned 42. That was scripted for her to say 42. Is again, she's with it because she knows. You ain't saying that shit you don't know. Oh, and somebody said yesterday about 24 being on a European player. I mean, American European player. The Bucks. The dude who can jump for the Bucks. He wears 24 too. So, Sly said it was worth it. Sly said it was worth it. Interesting. Well, it's each his own. Each his own. He seems to know how to play the game. I mean, he in his 40s. And obviously he survived, so it's just knowing how to play the game. Now, for all them 103 people that died last year, it wasn't worth it. And the sad thing is, a lot of these cats ain't had real success. And I'm only use his first name, but like Jason that put all this work together about how many got killed. Like he was saying, California is a big state where you can get rich being an entertainer. Just, before all this started, just going around California. Texas the same way. And Atlanta, Georgia's probably the same way, and Florida. But some of these other states, you're not going to really make it like that. It's not a lot of venues where you're going to get a lot of money, as far as touring. It's just states aren't as big. So it's hard to get a biggest following and get that bread, to get the bread. Because most entertainers like that, singers, musicians, they get bread when they travel, when they do concerts. Like Drake was here and Drake did 2 shows and cleaned up. He was over at the Excel Energy Center in St. Paul. My son saw him. He did 2 sold out shows. All the tickets was $80 to $100 each. 20,000 people. He made some bread. Tell the story of Fatty Arbuckle. Okay. She was an actor. 69 Tekashi. They more famous when you die. Yeah. Well, Fatty Arbuckle was with a chick. She was a aspiring actress. They was giving a party, and he stuck a Coke bottle in her, and it hemorrhaged and killed her. I mean, he removed it, but sticking it in her hemorrhaged and killed her. And so you can look up the trial and what happened, but it killed his career because if I'm not mistaken, Fatty Arbuckle, I want to say, started with the silent movie of Our Gang. The Our Gang when he was younger. And I think he transitioned into doing silent movies. And so, yeah, he was, it was a party at his Hollywood mansion. He lived in Beverly Hills, if I remember right. And she was, they was messing around and he stuck a bottle in her. And when he pulled it out, it hemorrhaged and killed her. And they tried to cover it up, but they found it. And I don't remember if he went to jail, but it killed his career. It definitely killed his career. He was done after that. You never hear anything about him after that. Tekashi 6ix9ine, yeah, I mean an agent. When you see an agent, they more famous when they died. When I remember when Biggie's last CD came out, I remember buying it here. I think he had just died. I was here. And then the Beef song, grab your Glock when you see Tupac. I mean, that song was huge. I remember a party where we played it for almost an hour straight. My friends here, I was still living in Michigan, came here for a party. And the house my friends rented, it was 3 or 4 floors. And so everybody was cool. So we had one giant party because they threw a birthday party. I come in town. It was like, it's your birthday? They was like, come back at such and such time. It was a party on every floor. And I think it was like we played that song back to back about 8 times. It was just people going off. And this is the funny thing about that party. It was a dude who lived under my friends. Again, it was like different floors, but it was like a house. So all of it was kind of connected. So it was one dude named Goldie. And I remember Goldie was a big, swole dude. And he had this chick and like he had picked her up off her legs and she had wrapped her legs behind his back and he was holding her dancing and stuff. And so my best friend, Chevelle, didn't come. Like I ended up, I think I was with my first wife then. And I ended up leaving. And so I'm telling him this story about Goldie and this girl. And he was like, yeah, I got with her. I'm like, I thought Goldie was with her. So I described her. He's like, oh, that's the girl I got with later. I kind of laughed. And I was like, dang, Chevelle. They are pushing more sexual generacy and violence to lower. Oh, absolutely. Horror lowers your vibration. Debauchery lowers your vibration. Like I was talking about that last night. I was talking about that very thing last night. Last night, and I lost my point. Oh, yeah, but last night, God, what was I talking about? Let me read it again, baby. I'll remember my point. They're more famous. They're pushing more sexual. Oh, okay, yeah. Now, so what they're doing is, as I was saying, Playboy Channel with soft porn is now acceptable on regular TV. What has changed? What has changed? How could it be soft porn only on paid for Playboy Channel? And now I was watching Snowfall, but you can watch most shows where they fully dry hump each other now on TV. Fully dry hump each other. Now, what has changed? Society ain't really changed. Soft porn is soft porn. That's what it was called. When they dry humped each other on the Playboy Channel, that was considered soft porn. Now soft porn is acceptable on regular television, which, remember, it's parents is gone. Children have free reign. I mean, how many parents put the child lock on channels? Most parents don't. I mean, most children have the TVs and the boxes in their rooms. If you're doing well, your child got all that in the room. And how many parents set it up and do all the child locks? And my son, when he was younger, he'd be in his uncle's room, or it was probably his great uncle at the time. And his great uncle was a pool player and a gambler. He'd be gone most of the time. So he had all the cable in his room, and my son is just clicking. He told me later, he's like, yeah, I was watching all that shit, Dad. But yes, they are doing that. Tekashi made the video recently exposing the music industry and basically called all the famous musicians a bunch of actors and puppets. They are. Fatty Arbuckle died today. He was supposed to sign to Warner Brothers. Interesting. Wow, interesting. There are more and more ads online for Viagra and the excessive porn use. There you go. It's a money grab for porn and pharmaceutical industries. Yes, Moray. Moray, it definitely is. It is that. I'll agree. It is a money grab, no doubt. And it's sad. It's sad. You know, it's really sad that it's really sad that it's all around us and we can't, like some of you driving down the road, some of the billboards show sexual content. And how is that all right? Like this city, we got them damn we got the electric billboards, you know, where they change and shit, not just one stuck thing. We got billboards that move. And like one, if you're going down what's considered 35W, like going into Minneapolis, if you're out there, if you don't take the exit for 494 to take you into the Mall of America, if you keep going, this is one of them moving billboards out there, one of the main highways. And it's a moving billboard. They be having, you know, it show a chick with bras and just a bra on and shit. So it's everywhere. Or you even see a static billboard. It just be bras on and shit. So more and more acceptable. More and more acceptable. I mean, I remember when they did bras and panties in stores. They didn't show models wearing, you know, just a bra. They didn't have anything. They didn't show anything. It just said bra on the package. It didn't have somebody modeling the shit too. Now you got somebody modeling on it. Young men be over there like, oh, wow, oh, here's another one. So it is more and more acceptable. I got caught watching sex videos on YouTube back in preschool. Wow, normalized. Only reason porn is free is because they want to destroy the people with it. Indeed. Full porn on YouTube is crazy thinking that I found what I did. Yeah. I mean, it used to be. Yeah. That's what people get mad at when they censor my channel. And you got people that are doing way worse stuff. I mean, soft porn you still see on YouTube. You still see chicks that's in bras and panties. And you telling me what I do and what I said that it needs taken down because I'm talking about a personal experience with my doctor. I'm guessing that's what did it. Can't imagine anything else. I know the demos had a little bit to do with it, but just makes you go, But yeah, I think somebody else was saying that same point. Was like, how you going to take me off and you got all this perversion on here? You got all this perversion on here and you want to take my stuff down. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I would like to light my under incense because this one died, but I don't know where to put it. I'll think of it in a minute. But that's what we see. Whoops. Now 40 minutes. It's funny. It says 24 people. They love, and I see this every night. They love to throw that in. They love to throw the 24 in. Yes, they want. Semen retention makes you strong. They don't want men to be weak. They don't want men. Semen retention makes you strong. They want weak men, I think is, yeah. They want people to be weak. Yes, absolutely. They want spiritual weak people. And that's the thing. I mean, romance is a dead thing. It's like I sent my friend a poem today. I just wrote her a poem. You know, it's just in romance is just, you're not taught to be romantic anymore. I've talked about this many, many times. Oh, I think she's here. Well, let me put my headphones on so I can hear it. Oh, sorry. I am so sorry. Headphones are hot. Let me give myself some cords so you don't see me strangle myself. I'll be sitting here. Y'all wouldn't do nothing. Y'all wouldn't even call nobody for me. Oh, that ain't right either. Here we go. Hey. This must be right. Don't really feel right, but we're going to go with it. There she is. Let's test it out. What's happening? And there she goes. Guess she wasn't ready. I guess something wasn't ready. She was there and she zoomed back out. Well, we'll try it again. Hey, Chris, I am 2 months in Mo. Okay. They want, I've been doing it since October. Okay. So. I am 2 months. Okay, Chris. Not one streak through. My longest streak is like 6 months. But it gets hard. That's a good joke. But that's still, I understand. That's what up, guys. Semen retention raises your kundalini a lot. I understand that. And then as you get older, you know, you change as you get older. But one thing that's cool about us is we can have children no matter how old we are. You know, we can be 70, 80 years old. Oh, she's back. It took me an hour to get the headphones on. All right, just a lot of wires and stuff here. Of course. Oh. All right. Hello. Oh, and there she goes again. So she's having some mic problems. So hopefully we can get her in here. I would, OG. What's up with National Baseball League talking about moving the All-Star game from Georgia for the voting bill and canceling Jackie Robinson Day? That comes from the demos. You see the demo lady got arrested. You know, the dude went in there and signed a new law. This is where the fun and game comes, because Big Gretch and this mug here, it's like, why isn't the mask mandate? We've been in school going on 2 months here, probably 2.5 months. We've been in school since January, the middle of January. So why haven't they taken the mask mandates away? Big Gretch about to get pinched because she gonna get pinched that same way Como was, sending old folks to sick people to the rest homes. I saw that for knocking on the governor's door. Yeah, they pinched her for that. And that could have all been set up. Hey, my uncle's in 70s still having his children. I mean, my daughter is 50 years younger than me. mean, my brother is in his 50s. He has young children, so we seem to have pretty good genes. That we still had children in his 50s, and it's been reported that my great grandfather had 50 children by two women, 50 children by two women. Now I've been only able to find about 35, but it's been said. Okay, let's see if she's back in. It's been said Josh Macon had 50 children. Talk to us. Shows your mic is working.
Hey, hello. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. It took a moment to get in. I had to do it a couple times.
Okay.
So I'm here. I'm not seeing any. Okay, hold on. There we go.
Okay.
Welcome. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is the Awakened1. How is everyone?
We've been talking about some people have been talking about semen retention, and we've been talking about rappers being sacrificed.
Another one?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's the latest?
I don't know. I don't know who the latest one is, but it's it's been. I was listening yesterday. They said it's been between 20 and 50 already, and then we're talking about having children at an old age. So, hey Jay, thank you for joining me. So that's what we've been talking about. So what's been going on with you? I do have a couple questions to ask you.
All right.
All right. So tell me, what was it? So you wrote me the video and you showed me the video said everything we've been told is a lie. Please, do you remember that one?
Everything we've been told is which one?
A complete lie. You sent me one that said everybody is a complete lie.
Okay.
Do you remember that one? Can you?
I believe so. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And what parts do you think that have been? What parts of that do you think has been a lie to us?
Wow.
What part of society? What part do you think they've lied about?
Well, and if it's the video I'm thinking of, if it's the one I'm thinking of, there's the one I'm thinking of. It breaks down, everything. The question about why we came here, who we are, what happened. I'm not sure everyone is ready for that kind of a disclosure, to be honest, because it's a pretty in-depth video. It's shocking, and most people, I don't know what your members' beliefs are, but I will say this: from what I've been told through my spirit guides, I believe it because the exact same things that I've been told, and what's so great about it is it answered all the questions that I had. So now I have full disclosure, and I do believe everything that it had said. I believe it because that's what I've been told. The parts that I can tell you is, let's see. Well, I shouldn't assume, but the beginning basically was, and I'm just going to jump all over the place. Forgive me again. I just got to take it easy sometimes.
Take your time.
Yeah.
But Moray wanted to say hello to you. I don't want to throw you off. So Moray said hello.
Hi, Moray. How are we doing? Hello, everyone. I love Hall 9000. I like that.
Yes, he says hello as well.
Yep. Why is there a video YouTube thing by everyone's name? Is that something new on YouTube now? The little video sign? What is that?
Maybe. I guess I've never noticed that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one on mine too on the bottom.
Yeah.
Like a play.
Okay. Okay. So and again, I'm just going to do the short, quick And for those who get the message, get the message. And for
Okay.
those who don't, it just means that the message is not ready for you at this particular part of your journey. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. So basically, there, for my understanding is, there was, well, let's take it back. Do you know the
Okay.
story of Inky and Inu? Inu and Inky, are you familiar with the stories of the two brothers?
Yeah, there's a few different ones, but yeah.
Okay. And so basically, in a better sense of the word, us humans, well, I forget which one it was, if it was Inky, if it was Inu, but there was a fight amongst the two brothers. One of the brothers wanted to basically use the human race for enslavement. We were supposed to be slaves to them. And then the other brother was like, nah, that's not gonna happen. And so we were all gods. So when you hear people say that we are godlike, we
Hmm.
really were. We really were. But what happened was, when they created the human race, they said, okay, we're going to give them everything, but we're going to strict them of their powers. And we're going to basically not allow them to remember who they were. So that way they felt like we wouldn't, if we didn't remember who we were, when then we wouldn't uprise and take over.
Okay.
Everybody with me so far?
Yep.
Yes, yes. Enki and you. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And so basically they formed us, but they stripped us of our superpower, of our godlike abilities. And that's why when you see people today acting a fool, blacks killing blacks, um it's because we have been made to forget that we are kings, that we are queens. And so the two brothers fought, and there was a big war in the galaxies, in outer space. Okay, y'all feeling me so far? There's a big war. And so what
Okay.
happened was, each of the star seeds, or each of the races. So when I say races, I'm talking like the Syrians, the Palladians, the Arcturians, and so forth and so forth. Everybody feeling me? And
Hmm.
so what happened was, each race basically collected their people, and they brought us here to Earth. And Earth back then was kind of like the dump. It was the bottomless pit. Nobody wanted to come here. And so there was a calling in the galaxies for the gods to come to Earth to basically save Earth and to regrow and repopulate Earth. And at that time, nobody wanted to come because,
Okay.
again, they was like, yes, you might be dealing with hardships. You're going to be forgetting who you are, and we're stripping you of your godlike properties. So out of billions and billions of the races, nobody wanted to come. And so there was this one, of course, female energy. And so she said, okay, I'll go. And she said, who's going to go with me? They need us. Who's going to go with me? And so because of that, a few raised their hands, and they're like, okay, I will. And I'm talking, we had the understanding that we were coming into hardship. Some of us was going to be put through some very, some very serious offenses, meaning being raped, being abused, neglected, so forth and so forth. And so we volunteered to come and to be reborn into the body, but again, we were made to forget. Now, some of us, even though we were stripped of all that, some of us started remembering even as early as young. And so that's why the whole great awakening is happening now. A lot of people are starting to remember. A lot of people are starting to know that, hey, what we've been told all our lives is a lie to keep us dumbed down. You keep the people dumbed down, then the people um, dependent on the government, on the media, and what is being taught to them, of the religions and the churches, because this is what they need to do so that we, the people, won't really remember who we are. So that's it in a nutshell. Anybody with me on that?
Well, it's interesting because you came at several different information because
Hmm.
some of the things that you brought comes from Stinch's work, but some of the things you brought up come up for Wes Paneri's work, which is interesting because when you mentioned that the different races from the different planets, that actually gets into Marduk, where Marduk was fighting different planets at one time. So
Yes.
that's kind of interesting.
Yes. And what's
And
going to happen, sorry to cut
no,
you
go
off,
ahead.
what's
No,
going
go
to
ahead.
happen is the time is coming, and the light seeds, the star seeds, our time is coming to an end on this planet. And so our families are planning to pick us back up and take us back to our original planets. Because this place is a hell, and it's falling apart, and it's just, the evil ones, the dark ones, they know that they are running out of time, so they are trying everything in their powers to do their last bit of to this planet, because they know.
Hmm.
But that's it in a nutshell. But this year, from my understanding, we are at the place where we no longer have to try to manifest or to ask for things. Your higher self, and with the Shuna's, what they call it, Renaissance, Shuna's Renaissance, is so high right now on the planet that this is the year that we no longer have to, being who we are, have to ask anymore, because your higher self is already going to know, and it's going to grant you the things that you seek. So if you're still in a place of fear, then that means you're still living in the 3D world, and you have to evolve. You have to try to rise up, to 5D if possible.
Now that gets me into another question I have. When I had one divineness in last week, she was talking about guides. Now you and I have known each other 6, going on maybe 7 years, and I know that you have worked with guides. Can you kind of explain to the people your opinion on guides? And before you get started, somebody said when you were saying like this is a cesspool, somebody saying like now it really is. They put it to sleep part is correct, but the way you explained it is, I was told, is happening, in my opinion, that it's somewhat a metaphor for the truth, normalized, Schumann resonance. And
Yes, it's
so,
doing Renaissance. Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
so, what I'd like you to do is explain, how did you go about recognizing that you have a guide and guides, and get personal as you can, as you feel comfortable, of
Sure.
course, but
Sure.
how do you use them? What benefit, I guess, is my
Got you.
question, is like,
Sure.
what benefit do you get from having them, and what advice would you give to the people? If you can expound on that, I would appreciate it.
Sure. So many of us have the ability to see our guides when we're young. Children do, and animals do. You ever have a cat or a dog, and all of a sudden you just see them looking up in the air? That's because they're seeing the spirit, the guides. Or you see an
Hmm.
animal just being playful and like jumping up in the air, because they're seeing the spirits. So what happens is, we all are born with the ability to see them. But what happened is, our parents, we go through the stop that, you don't see them. What are you doing? You're crazy. And so you keep hearing that enough, the psyche then believes, oh, well, maybe I'm not seeing them. And so what happens is you lose the ability, because basically you're saying that you no longer believe, or you want them in your presence. And so that's why many of us lose the ability. So what happened in my case is, my guide, um his name is William, and hello, hi everyone. And so for those who just coming in, again, this is the Awakened One. Just telling you a little background of my guides and how I got started with my guides. And so when I was little, I had this one guide. His name is William. And William and I used to have tea party, and we used to play together all the time. And I remember one time having a tea party, and my mother went to sit down, and I said, "You can't sit there. William is sitting there." And the way I said it, it was as though, I mean, can't you see him? Because I could see him plain as I'm looking at it at you. You know what I mean? And so what happened was, I kept playing with William, getting older, still talking about William, and my mother got very nervous, as all mothers probably will, all parents probably will. Your child's getting older and still talking about this person, this spirit that you can't see. And so basically, my mother told me that if I don't cut it out, that she's going to have me committed, yada 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 yada. So that's what happened. And so William, knowing that this was what was said, he left me for a very long time, because he didn't want to get me in trouble, etc. Like I said, if you're no longer welcoming them, they will leave. And so something happened in my, what's that, third year of college. It was a very hard time for me, very emotional time. And so William came back at that point, because it was to the point where I was going to die. And so William showed up, and I told the doctors, I said, something don't seem right, what you're telling me. Nothing made sense to me. I said, there's something, and I just felt it was something else. And so when I stopped questioning and accepting of that something is not right, it was 4th of July, was I would say 20, I would say 20, what year is that? 20, before 2015 and before and after 2011. So during that time frame. And I was driving my sport car on my way. It's 4th of July, so me and the girls are gonna house hop, go party to party. And I said, let me stop and get some gas before, because I knew it was going to be a long night, so I wanted to fill up on my gas. So I'm in the lane going to turn into the left lane to turn into the gas station, when I see this Ford pickup truck headed towards me at 80, 90 miles an hour. I'm in a Mazda RX-8 sport car. It's a very small sport car. And I just see, I'm like, okay, he's going to slow down. Well, the truck was not slowing down. And can you imagine a pickup truck coming in the same lane as what you're sitting in, waiting to make the left, coming towards me 89, 90 miles an hour. And all I know, somehow the pickup truck leaps up over me, flips up in the air over me. I swerved to the right, because that's the natural thing that anyone would have done. The car behind me, he swerves as well, but then it hit the young lady directly behind me. Next thing you know, it looks like something in a movie. There's helicopters, there's ambulance, there's police cars. I mean, it was just mass mayhem everywhere. And I get out of my car, and again, I'm in a little sport car. There's tons of people out. It's 4th of July. There's no rain, no sleet, nothing on the ground. And they had to use the jaws of life to take the young lady out, to pry her from the roof. They had to pry the car open, because the car door was smashed. The guy that was in the pickup truck, his truck was upside down. It was amazing, because there was a bunch of military guys there that moment. So of course, all the guys pushed his car together. They pushed it back up, right side back. And I'm just standing there watching all this. Not a scratch to my vehicle. And the detectives are just like baffled, like, what just happened? And so I was so shooken up. I knew, I said, something's not right here. I said, I'm in a sport car. There's a truck coming 80 to 90 miles towards me, and I don't even have a scratch. And I have like 100 stories like that throughout my life. So many times that I shouldn't be here, constantly being protected, constantly being saved. Another time I almost drowned, and a spirit showed itself to me in the pool so I could swim, because I'm sitting at the bottom of the pool, just like, wow, I'm at the bottom of the pool. So just so many incidents of that. And just remembering all that in my head, I just couldn't pass that something was not right. Even the detectives were baffled. There was no rain, there was no sleet, it wasn't cold. So how can a big Ford pickup truck, and this is one of them old big pickup trucks, Ford pickup trucks, how can a pickup truck just leap in midair and fly up in the air over me? So no one could explain this. And I think the last phase for me was um either was Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I just flew in from in town. I had I went out of town for work, so I just got back in. And I remember I was at a very emotional state at that time. I had just broke up with my boyfriend, so I'm crying. And so I'm on this tram, and I have my head down because I'm emotional. Didn't even recognize when all the people got off the tram. And the lady, the driver, she stops the tram, and she just starts hugging me, and I'm just crying, weeping in this lady's arms, don't even know her. And she starts telling me things about myself, and she's like, girl, you're gonna be just fine, you're okay. And she just starts telling me things about my life. And at that time, I was so emotional. And she said, girl, it's day before, either was, like I said, Thanksgiving or Christmas. She said, and all I got was this lousy $3 tip. And she put the money in my hand. Again, I'm just emotional, I'm crying. So anyway, we get back to the car port, so I can get my car at Hertz. And I looked in my hand and noticed that I had the money. So I'm like, I can't keep this money. This isn't mine. So I start looking for the tram. For those of you who know, trams don't really move that fast because they're really, really long. You know what I mean? So they can't move that quick. So I'm going down each aisle, like, where is this tram? So I see some people outside. I'm like, excuse me. I said, do y'all know where the tram went? And they're like, what tram? So I'm like, okay, I got time for this. So I go inside, and there's a long line of people. And I said, excuse me. I said, can anyone help me? I said, I'm trying to get a hold of the tram. So this guy was like, girl, what you talking about? She was like, I said, yeah, the lady, she told me her name. I said, the lady, whatever, told me, I'm trying to reach her. And he said, we don't have anyone work here with that name. I was like, yes, you do. So then the manager just overheard, and I said, excuse me, I'm trying to reach this lady that works here. Anyway, he pulls up on the computer, and he's like, no one here works here with that name. I said, well, what are you talking about? She just left me off the tram. He said, ma'am, it's the holiday, so the tram has stopped running since, I think they said the tram stopped running at 8 o'clock. And by this time, it was like well after 10 o'clock. So I'm saying to myself, I just froze because they're telling me that the tram that I just took does not exist. The lady that hugged me, no one knows. She does not work for the company. And it was just so many times, stories like that I said, something doesn't make sense. And what these are is what we call earth angels. And so basically, earth angels are put in our place for, times like when they feel that they need us. And sometimes they will appear and talk to us and communicate with us. And so anyway, to make a long story short, one day I was sleeping, and at that time I was practicing. I don't know if you guys know what out of body experience and what's the other one? Out of body experience and lucid dreams and astral travel. So I was really, really studying a lot of that, and I was practicing. So I was doing what's called the false, when you cheat the brain to believe that you're sleeping, but you're not. So I started practicing doing that. The next thing I know, my hands started moving on their own. So now I'm terrified. You know, my heart is racing. I'm like, oh my God, there's something here in my room. It's moving my hands. And but that's when William came back in my life. And I worked with a friend of mine, a spiritual friend of mine, and I built my own Ouija board on paper, yes, no questions, every day practicing with him, to the point where I started, because I know sign language, so I taught him sign language. Till now, it's been many, many years. And so now we talk telepathically together. And that's my story.
Very nice. And someone had asked, let me see what's her name. I don't want to call him someone. Yeah, Normalize had asked if you knew any of the names, and I think you just gave the name William, which is
Yes.
very interesting. Welcome, Vernetta. Welcome, Vernetta. And I think Vernetta's sending you a hug, a virtual hug.
Thank
What I wanted to say is what you have to pay attention of, because my son, he had a guide as a little child, and he always called her China. Now his mother, because she gave me my children when they were extremely young, she always thought that it was a substitute for her. But this child is very, very spiritual, and so it wasn't her; it was something that he dealt with. And it's my second thing is, it's like fairies. Most children are able to see and relate to fairies very young.
Yes.
Gnomes tend to be in garden and stuff, but like if you ever took a young child around water, fairies tend to hug around water. And you'll see children talk about, did you see the fairies? Like you'll let a child go away for a few minutes and they'll come back. Now, my same child, Cameron was about 1.5 to 2 years old. He disappeared on us. We were at a lake and he disappeared and we couldn't find him. And then later we found him in some bushes, in some water. And so I'm sure the type of fairy saved him, because his mother, she plainly started going to smoke weed and not paying attention to him while I was with some of the boys running around. It was her job to pay attention, and she stopped paying attention to him. And he ended up getting into like some pussy willows and shit where you couldn't see him because the stuff was over his head. So I'm sure some type of gnomes and fairies, some type of fairies that saved him in that instance, because we were at a lake that, in and out, in and out, in and out. So
yes. And that's why it's so important, the diet for their children. And not only that, but the new children that are being born now, they're showing you they don't want to eat the meat, that the children, we're supposed to have a vegan, vegetarian lifestyle, because the meat, it hinders our abilities. And so the new age children, crystal children, rainbow children, they'll tell you they don't even want the meat. So it's easier for them. And being parents, of course, we force this on our children to eat the meat, but it's so important to have a strict a vegetarian, vegan diet for our crystal light children. It's so important.
now I've talked about this before. I used to do quality control in a slaughterhouse. I used to do a bunch of stuff at the slaughterhouse, but I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot to mention this part. Now, there are cows that are tall as I am high. There are cows that are 6 foot high. I mean, their backs are 6 foot high. You don't see them often, but most people don't think about it, but cows are that big. But sometimes when I would look at them in that line, because what they do is they hit them with this thing behind the head, then they cut up, they hang them up, and then they slit their throats. But I swear it would be times where it looked like it was humans on all fours standing in line. It was like I would look sometimes, and it was like I could see the humanness in the cows. And it was like I had to shake my eyes sometimes, because it looked like a row of humans on all fours waiting to get slaughtered. And it's like I saw the humanness in these animals. And
Yes. And because I'm a very spiritual person, you have to be very careful with your gifts. So I never liked meat, but I would eat the chicken, things like that, turkey. And so what happened with me one night, I had this dream where the animals basically showed me they were unhappy with me eating them, and it allowed me to feel their pain as if I was the animal being slaughtered. And I just
Mm.
cried and cried and cried. And from that day on, I never touched it again. I'm more of a pescatarian, but even since January, I've just gone full vegetarian right now. I'm just not feeling to even eat fish. But yeah, and I've noticed my senses are so much keener. My taste, my smell. I mean, I can taste I could taste when something is wrong with the food. It's everything is just more enlightened, and people don't understand that. It's so important for the light bodies that we're feeding it the right kinds of foods.
I
Yeah, I
remember.
know, I know, Herm. I get you. But understand what the meat does is the meat clogs your abilities to be able to don't you want to get to 5D? Well, that's where the good stuff happened. Down here on the 3D world, nothing happens here. This is like hell down here. Don't you want to rise up and be the God that you are, knowing that you're godlike and that you have special abilities, but certain things, watching TV, fearing, these things keep you down from evolving. I mean, who wouldn't want to rise up? Come on.
The first vegetarian I knew was my stepfather, and he was in a situation for some reason. He ate a little meat, and he said all he could taste was blood. He said
Mm-hmm.
that's all he could taste. He said after not eating it for a year or two, he said when he tried to eat some meat, he just tastes blood. And it's
Yeah,
like he said after tasting that, he said he
yeah,
never ate any meat, and
yeah.
that was 30 plus years ago.
Yes. One day I went into McDonald's and I could smell them frying the meat and I could smell the blood. I had to run out of the store because I was about to throw up. It's
Mm.
that because you're now no longer desensitized. You become so desensitized you can't even. Oh God, the stench is terrible. It's terrible. Some people can transfer the animals. Yes, you probably sense the human in an actual.
Well, we have to make one thing clear, though. She is not talking about hockey puck sausage. She's excluding that. It's okay to eat hockey puck sausage, so we're excluding hockey puck sausage, y'all. We can all eat hockey puck sausage. Long live hockey puck sausage.
Yeah, I have nothing else to say about that.
So,
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness. How
don't.
many people is in the house right now? Because I don't see any number.
It's 26. It says
26.
26. Yep,
Okay.
26.
So what I promised for last time was, I don't know if those who was here last time is here now, but I promised for those who didn't get their reading last time can go first. So is there anyone here that missed the last one, which was what, 3 weeks ago, you would
Something
say?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Oh,
Uh,
great. I'm so happy. I remember you, Rocky. Hello. How are you? How are you? A couple of things, guys. One, I'm no longer going, hi. Me. Okay, great. I'm no longer going to call on the ancestors or call on the deceased ones who have left their bodies at this time, and I'm gonna tell you why. I kind of got in trouble with my guides for doing that, and the reason being is, um, how do I explain? They don't like to be disturbed, some of them, and you're supposed to get permission to do that. But it comes so easily for me, so sometimes I forget my, let's say, my abilities. And so they were very upset with me for that, and it tired me out so much, y'all, that I was knocked out for like 3 days. I couldn't even stop sleeping. I was so tired. It really, really drained my energy. And when you are working with the spirits. I had a client this week that came to me, and I told him, the reason why I charge what I charge for to call on the ancestors and things of that sort, because it's a lot of energy, and even the preparation, like I have to prepare a meal for the ancestors. You have to cleanse yourself, cleanse your home. You have to, I see you do that often as well too. When you play instruments, sounds, things of that, because everything is vibration. So everything has its rules and its bylaws. And so I'm not going to do anything that is not pleasing to my ancestors. So I'm no longer going to be calling upon them, and hopefully you guys can understand and respect that. But if you do want to come for a reading for me to speak with your deceased loved ones or even your deceased animals, we can set up a date and time for me to do that. And I do want to, how can I give my information? I don't see where to type. To leave the my
I put everything that you sent me. I put that in the headings, like underneath.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
everything that you gave me should be, if they look in that, it should be there.
Okay. And
Yeah.
also, I'm going to limit to just one question per person. Understand that I'm not here to do a full reading for free. If you enjoy what you hear, then please, by all means, let's set up a time and a date so you can have a full reading. Okay. And thank you guys so much. And I apologize for giving the wrong Cash App last time, because I know a couple of you guys wanted to send some love offerings. And I do apologize. That's my fault for sending the wrong information. So that's my dad's Cash App. I'm one of those people that's off the grid, so I don't deal with the banks. I've been off the grid now since 2015, so I don't have a bank account, things of that sort. I only use things like prepaid card, where I use my own money. All right.
And let me just let me just say, to normalizing society, I understand what you're saying, because it says I've died in more ways than you can imagine, and I understand how we can be torn apart, and we still be able to put ourselves back together. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. No, it's true. So yeah, there's a group of us that's been off the grid for a minute. I've had, my teachers teach me, and so I'm one of those people. I just don't. I mean, you have to live by the government rules and bylaws, but I'm the type of person, I don't allow the government or the media to dictate my life. So I don't watch these reality shows, things of that sort. I don't even own a TV. So because I want to evolve and to be able to go back home and leave this hellhole of a planet. For those of you who want to stay, you go right ahead. But I want to go back home.
So I think the first person we have is Schultz, and
Okay.
you have to ask a question, and then Rocky, I think, is next. So
Okay.
oh
Well,
no, maybe Schultz, and then Normalize, and then Rocky.
now you're gonna have to keep track.
So yeah, we'll go Schultz first. So
Okay.
Schultz, you got to ask questions. You got to send questions in.
Well, let me say this. I was shuffling before we started, and
Okay.
a card has already come through. And
So this will be for Schultz.
Okay, and what card came through first was the Karen Connections. So this is telling me someone here in the group, and I'll be with you in one moment, Schultz. Someone in the group is starting something new. I'm feeling it could be a new friendship, a new love partner, but someone here, woo-woo, has a newbie that they have just started dealing with. So wait, remember the movie Ghost? Whoopi Goldberg character would get tired if a ghost use her as a host. Yes, exactly, her, exactly. No question, flow with it. Okay. Well, Schultz, that's what we're here for you to ask questions so I can address it. But yes, so somebody in the group here is in a new relationship, a new thing, a new just started. It's fairly new. So I want to kind of expound more on this. Caring connections. So is there anyone here that's willing to step forward to let me know who you are? Starting a new job. Okay. How do you say SOSAJN? How am I supposed to say that? How do you want to say that? Wait, you totally went silent. I can't hear anything.
I know it's Sosa. I say
Okay.
Sosa. He's
Okay.
but I think it's Sosanar.
Okay.
Sosanar.
All right. Sorry if we say it wrong, but I'm gonna address the new job. Do I have permission to go further with looking? We want to know about this new job. Is that okay, Sochanar? Is that all right?
Okay.
You said shuffle the cards, and I'll take the first card. All right, hold on. So let me
So
I want to
who are we going first with? Are you going
well,
with?
I want to address the new job, and then since
Okay.
Shells doesn't have a question as of yet, but
Well, yeah.
I
So the next card will go first, Shells.
that's fine.
Okay, but go ahead.
All right. Are you there, Sojanar? I'm going to start with
Sosa.
Sojanar.
That's why I say Sosa.
I like
easier
that.
for me.
You want to know about this new job opportunity? What more can you tell me? All right. All right. Is there anything else in regards to that? Anything else in regards to
Sosa. Yeah. Sosa Ana. Sosa Ana. Yes.
Okay.
Sosa Ana.
All right. So have you already gotten the job? My understanding, the job is already yours.
It looks like he just started a new job. Yep.
Okay.
So he already got the job.
All right, because what came through is the storm warning, and there's telling me that there could be some kind of difficulty here. So it doesn't seem like it's going to go as smooth. Not to say that your own vibration can't change things around, but it seemed like it's caution here about this job. It seemed like it's not a good fit for you. Yeah, but my guides are telling me just as even the worst storm, this too shall pass. Okay, so hang in there. But this job, and you know, you sense that already, right? That this is not the job for you, and it's not a angelic for energy type of job for you. Yes. I'm talking to you, social knowledge.
Yeah, I think he said, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
It's a delay with us, but I think he
need you
said
guys to give me feedback when I'm talking with you. It helps me, please.
yeah, it's they hit it. It's a delay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, it is.
I
Okay.
already know I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. Okay, that's what he says.
Yes.
I don't. He already knows that.
Okay, well, and like I said, this is not the job for you. It's not. And you're going to be going through some hardship here. And that's okay because, like I said, just know that this is not the end for you and that your vibration, whatever, for whatever reason, you're at this journey of your life right now, but just understand you're not stuck, meaning that you don't have to believe that this is as good as it gets, and you know that. So just ride through until the next. All right. So back to Miss Shell. She said just to take the first card. What we're gonna do? She said take the first card. I never heard that one. Well, all right, I'll do my best. All right, Miss Shell, it's up to you now. And let's see. All right, let's see what the first card is.
And I'm not going to do my divinations. You just be whooping my ass on this. So no divinations for me tonight.
They know I don't do the several cards thing, so let me just.
because you do it so well that I just have my little bit of things, and you just embarrass me every time. It's like I can't follow you. You're too tough an act to follow.
Whatever.
So I'm not reading divinations. No divinations for me tonight.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't follow her.
Michelle, what is the message for Michelle?
That's right. That's so sana. Very beautiful.
Michelle's, give me something. Give me an energy. Hold on. Where's the message for Michelle's? Uh-oh, here we go. All right, it's done flipped over. So the first card, well, the only card that flipped over on its own, because I guess it's saying this is the one. It's the first chakra archangel Machiel. Are you still with me here?
I think so.
And Machiel speaks of stability and security. And it's saying that your sense of stability and security is stored. So whatever it is that you're having some doubts about right now, yes, whatever doubts you might be having right now, this is saying that don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. Has problems with feeling secure in the past, the challenges, there are new beginnings for you that's headed your way. So don't worry about that. Archangel Machiel, you can call upon him at any time for personal stability. And they said you are able to take action and move forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasingly faith on your own power and security. All right. Meaning that trust in your instincts on issues, Miss Shells. Trust your guides. Machiel is there for you and call upon him whenever in need. Okay. All right. Who's next, please?
Rocky is next. No, normal. Normalize is next.
Normalize. What is your question, please? Not
normalize.
Not a problem.
It said instead of asking a question, can a name be used? Yes. Normalize. Throw the name out.
Well, he's doing the order. I'm just I'm waiting on you, Normalize. What's going on? Speak to me. You gotta give me a little bit more information, please. What do you want to know about the name? The Golden Eagle. I like the name. I like the energy from it. What are you sensing from this? I like the name. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine. He's keeping the order, y'all. I'm waiting on what is it? I'm losing track. Normalize. The Golden Eagle. This is for a what is this coming up on my screen? Is this I'm sensing something in something new in the making, career, your own thing. Yes? And you want to know about the name? Can you tell me more, please? What is this new comment? I can't see.
Miss Vernetta was just asking, were you local, like near me? I think she was asking, were you local near me?
I am located in Atlanta, but I have clients from all over. So the majority of my readings are done. All you need is the phone. That's it. I promise you.
Well, she said he doesn't really know more ways to move. He was just hoping that maybe you can draw a card and work on the energy from that.
And this is for normalize?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay. Not a problem. Let's see. The goal. I like that name though. It radiant with me. I'm not feeling anything bad about the name. I do like the name. High energy from that. What else you want to know about the name? What else can you tell me about the golden eagle? Give me confirmation, please. What do you want to know about the golden eagle?
Well, he said, I told it was me or relates to me spiritually. Okay.
Where are you seeing all this stuff from? I don't see none of that on my screen.
So that's what Normalize said. He said, I was told it was me or relates to me spiritually. So that would be his question.
Golden eagle. What else?
Mm-hmm. So he says, I was shown by my guide my past life as a bird flying through the air. And in this past life, I was always attracted to things related to the energy of gold and the virtues of an eagle. So, and I got it mixed up with Rocky. Rocky was the one that wanted just to draw a card. So, okay.
Do we take Rocky yet?
No. You do Normalize, finish him, and then Rocky will be next.
Okay. All right. So what I pulled for you is Goddess of the Moon. Goddess of the Moon speaks of intuition and going within. Okay? And basically it's talking about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information of all types of issues. And now is the time to use it. So use that little voice, that little, because I feel like they're talking with you, Normalize, and they have been for quite some time now. So you have to trust your own inability on things, because you already know the answer to many things, most things. You understand? Trust your judgment. Trust your inner voice. Your higher self is not going to ever let you down. And if that's something that you sense that this is for your past life, the golden eagle, that's who you are, then claim that. Don't question that. Because I feel like they've been showing you this. This is not nothing new. This has been with you your whole life. And you've had visions of this. So it's a knowing. It's a knowing of this. So why are you questioning it? I mean, it's been with you for such a long time. Why are you questioning now? Are you feeling me, what I'm saying here?
Confirmation.
Okay, how come I don't see none of that? Hold on. Let me push this button.
You might have to go down.
There we go. Because this thing came up on my screen. Thank you. Now I can see you guys. Hey, okay. You. Normalize. You have the gift. So why are you questioning your abilities? You have the gift. Right. Exactly. So why am I even talking to you? You look. Give me your information, because you're gonna do me a reading. Normalize. You are a high energy being, and I feel that, and I sense that. And when I feel someone that is worthy and someone who has the ability, then all I can do is tell you to go for it. Stop questioning. This is a new year. That's right. This is a new year. This is the time to step outside of your fear and your doubts and your this and your that. Just do it. Do it.
Normalize was saying, can you guess the age?
Can you see my age? Oh, in this life or other life forms? What do you mean?
I think he means now.
You talking about the now? Because for what he's saying with his name thing, that can be for many lifespans. And if so, that's a hard question to answer, because there are many of you. So this is not your first.
First.
Now. Yes. I don't deal in numbers. I deal in, how do I explain that? I don't deal in numbers. So I don't even know how to explain that, but just
that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I don't deal in numbers.
So normalize. I'm gonna say you probably are 27.
But what the age is, the thing with him, with age, what people don't understand, it doesn't matter with how I see things. I don't see things as your preteen, adult, because I see things as, how do I explain it? As, I see many yous, if that makes sense. Many yous. So in another lifetime, you might have been the farmer. Another lifetime. So even when you say me, the now, you might not understand the all of yous. If that makes sense. Sorry, but it does. But that's what I mean by that. I don't go into, because you can be, in my world, you can be, like he said, 27, but I see the childlike you, or I see the higher self you. So I don't go by numbers for what they claim you are in this lifetime, in this body.
Sure.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. T Gaming, thank you for joining.
But there was somebody that came up way before that.
Yeah, it is Rocky's turn. He said he just wants you to draw a card for him and chop from there.
Okay, Rocky, are you still here?
He's still there.
Rocky. Message for Rocky. What do we want Rocky to know? What do we want Rocky to know? What do we want Rocky to know? Normalize. One moment.
We're into Rocky. It's Rocky's turn.
Something I know. One moment. Normalize. There's a question that you really wanted to ask me, but you didn't. So my guides are saying yes, and you'll know what that is. You should have asked that one. Okay, Rocky. You understand normalize? The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
But Rocky says he's here. Says he's nervous.
Rocky, stop it! You had a good reading. Come on. All right, Rocky. Rocky, what is the message for Rocky? Just gonna pull a card. You guys are easy. Like, just give me any. I like that. What do we want Rocky to know? What do we want Rocky to know? What do we want Rocky to know? Rocky, for some reason, I'm seeing some kind of feminine energy around you. I'm seeing a female feminine energy around you, Rocky. I want to get clarity on that. Did you hear me, Rocky? This female energy that I'm sensing around you? Okay, give me one moment, normalize. Rocky, I'm sensing this. I'm sensing a female energy that's around you that's like she's protecting you. I see a blue hue that's coming off of this female. She's an older woman, and I see her protecting you. Yes. So do you understand? She's older. No, I'm not sensing a relationship. I'm sensing there's a guide that's protecting you. I see this older lady. She has like a salt and pepper hair, maybe. But she's there. She has a blue hue. Blue hue. She's very friendly. I want to say a little on the heavy side. What else? Tell me about this woman. It's a woman. It's a protector. Yeah, you have a spiritual guide watching over you, protecting you. Have you had someone pass recently? I see her, and she's definitely has like a aura that she's engulfed with, like she's putting this on you to
He wonders, do you see any beginning name or anything like that?
I'm not
like a letter. You
I'm
get
not
any letters?
The name. I'm not concentrating on the name as much as I'm trying to get more of the why is she there, who is she type of thing. I'm not,
because let me add, sometimes certain types of gray hair will appear blue.
Well, I'm saying no, she's definitely engulfed in blue. It's something with this woman and with the color of blue. Something has to do, and I want to get with the blue. Where's my color thing here? My color. Blue. There's something with you and blue. Where is my colors? Ugh, it's in my book.
It's funny, all this smoke I have is blue.
I'm trying to see. Okay, why we get the deceit card just came through. There's some kind of deceitness going on. But there's this woman protecting you from something or someone. Is any of this making sense to
He said no one passed.
No one passed. But did you hear what I just said? I pulled a deceit card for you. There's someone or something in your life that's not being who they claim to be. And I feel like this woman is protecting you in some sort from that.
So you see it as a protection for him. Okay.
That's a protection. Nice. He's protecting him because somebody is not being who none. Rocky, we're gonna get to this. Hold on. There's a deceit. So you don't know right now. You have someone. You have a guy that's protecting you, an older woman that's protecting you. And then there's someone in your life. I have the deceit card that came up. It's okay. And that's fine because not everything might not be in the now. And so even if you might not understand what I'm saying now, just remember these words, and then you're going to have that aha moment when it happens.
He mentioned who is deceiving him.
Yeah.
Or who could be deceiving.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is, since he's claiming he doesn't know, what I'm saying to you guys is, when my guides tell me something, it might not be in the right now. You might not understand the message now. But there's going to come a day, a time when everything I'm saying to you is going to show itself to you. So this might be a future for your understanding, even if it's not the right now. Do you understand that, Rocky? But listen to the words I'm saying to you. Someone, something, this day moving forward, and when it happens, you're gonna remember these words, and you're gonna be like, this doesn't seem right, and you'll know. But know that whatever it is, what the situation is, you're guided. You have someone protecting you. There's an older woman. I see her. She's in a blue hue. And I have a feeling we're going to come back to this moment and you'll know. And then we'll take it from there, okay? But don't worry if it don't make sense to you now. It will. It will. I promise you that. Yeah.
Says he understands.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But and that's the thing, that no matter what, remember this words, no matter what it is, know that you're protected. So don't let it bother you. Okay? Because you're guided you have someone that's protecting you. All right, who's next, please?
Vernetta. Miss Vernetta is next.
Okay.
She is next. So, Miss Vernetta, if you have a question, you are up next. And then Solonic said it sounds like a warning, which very well could be true.
Yeah. And that's like I said, I feel like it hasn't happened yet. It's coming. But now that I've brought it to light, when it happens, you'll know. Just pick any card. Really? You guys are easy. Okay.
She said, yep. She said, pick any card, see what the energy is. Vernetta, she said about her career. She said anything that comes up about her career would be helpful for her. Rocky says, so beware of any old fat woman on blue. It could come up in a lot of different ways, but yeah, I guess that is a way of looking at it. It's an old lady with blue hair or a blue shirt. You might want to get out the way. She hurt her. You're in the store and the cart's coming near you. Look out.
Actually, it's one of those things where, say you're about to get in an accident and all of a sudden, bam, you get derailed. Everyone else is injured but you. And then you look and you see a blue raven or something. It'll happen something like that. Just know your guides will be there for you, whatever the situation is.
Yeah, we don't want the accidents though.
No.
just a maybe you spill something or something at the store. So
right. And Rocky, if you want me to go more in depth with that, because that is going to trouble my brain, contact me and for a reading, and so I'll be able to better go deeper with that, because I'm like scattered right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you really want to, then email me.
And Miss Vernetta, she said she will. And Miss Vernetta, the information should be in the. I put it in the lower heading, I guess is what you call it, whatever you call it. So it should be there.
And the thing about me, guys, that make me different from everyone else, readers, I don't consider myself a tarot. I consider myself an oracle type of guide. And I don't put time strains on my readings. I go until I feel the message has been delivered. And then I do a full money guarantee. So if you're not happy, you don't pay, which I've never had anyone not pay. But so that's the kind of person I am. Okay.
I think an orca is a type of whale deer. And you're not a whale. I think an orca is a whale, isn't it?
Stop it. You have what, Vernita? He's making me lose track here.
No, she has your information, is what she's saying. She has your information. Yeah. Because I put it in there before we started.
think I'm gonna bring my rods next time too, or my pendulum, so we can do some yes no questions. Because I really like my yes no questions too.
Yeah, and I forget to do it. I've got 2 pendulums right in front of me, and I forget just to
Yeah,
practice, to keep
I
in the
love it.
practice.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we can even do that tonight if anybody wants yes no question. You could just randomly ask something, and I could give a. I don't need my sticks and stuff like that. Uh-oh. Couple cards came through. So let's see if we can narrow things down. We have the Magician and the Mirror. This is for you, Vernita. It's telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of Earth Spirit, power of spirit, and clarity of thought, bringing you direction and creativity. Magic of transformation. The mirror stands the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice of use or dismiss the true power that you have. Okay, hold on. But then we have the angel of strength. So that lets me know that the angel of strength is backing whatever this move is for you, this objective, personal power and inner strength once again. Help you to create real results. Call upon his wonderful angel on your own inner resourcefulness. Yes. So same thing here. And then we have finally Archangel Metatron, which is my favorite. Because I don't know if y'all know, but he's my favorite. Clarity of thought, personal vision. Indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and examine perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perspectives are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing. Could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. So basically, what it's saying, hold on, what are you saying here? You were referring to about a question you didn't ask. Don't know if you still want to acknowledge it when you get a chance. I asked a question I believe you were referring to about a question I didn't ask. I don't understand what you're saying here. Normalize. Give me one moment. Let me finish with Vanita. So Vanita, to answer your question, basically it's telling me, did you hear the answer in that? What is that noise? Did you hear that?
That's me. I think it's
Oh,
Vernetta.
yeah. You hear that scratching noise?
That's me.
Okay. So Vanetta, it's telling me a new beginning, that something is coming, and it's telling me that that you have the ability to sense things and a knowing, so you will know. Like I feel like your guides are with you on this, but something is coming. So that means that keep your eyes and ears open and trust your judgment. But I feel that it's something positive coming for you. What is that one, Chris? Yes, sir, at J Gentile. Okay. Okay, who's next?
Jay is next.
Okay, Miss Vernita, did you
Vernetta.
understand the Vernetta? I'm sorry, did you
She said
understand
thank
that?
you. Yep,
Oh,
she said
okay, I'm
thank you.
sorry, I didn't see that. Yes, sweetheart. So you're gonna be fine. And I feel that it's gonna be a good energy. Yeah.
And so Jay is next. Jay, do you have a question, or is it with the video game? I'd love to win a GPP fellow DFS's players.
I don't know about that. All right, where are we going, Jay?
Jay, do you have a question, Jay?
Oh, I have a card even before you start asking, jumping out of my deck here, Jay.
Well, maybe go with that.
Let's see.
Because it's always
Jay?
it's a delay. Yeah, DFS is a fantasy sport. Yeah, I knew that. But do you have a question, Jay? You asked for a reading. Do you have a question that you would like for her to go into the beyond and answer?
Guys, when it's your turn, be ready, okay? So we will keep it going, flowing. You're welcome.
Card
Okay.
that fell out because he doesn't look like he asked a question.
What is your question, darling?
I don't. Yeah, no question yet. I just think he's thanking you for.
Okay. Okay, while we waiting, I want to see if I can draw on some more energy. Oh,
Yeah, he said just ask. Yeah,
oh,
just
you
no
guys
general
are
question.
general. All right, you guys are easy.
He just want a card pulled, see what he gets.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had to burn some incense. A lot of energy. It's a lot of energy because again, it's 3 days before the full moon and generally 3 days after. So a lot of that energy is going around. So needed a little extra than just the sound. Needed some of the smoke to kind of work in there as well. So it's protecting y'all and protecting me.
Okay. So two came through. Angel of Strength once again. And then we also have the World card. Are you here with me? Okay. Which speaks of expansion and opening up. This is a good card. So it's talking about broader options. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. And I'm feeling something creative, and something to do with an online business or social media marketing. Yeah, so there's some kind of career path that you need to be considering looking at. Internet based, definitely. Social media, that's going to be your forte. And it also is telling me that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time for you to think big. Okay, so what I need for you to do is start to formulate and start writing down your ideas, put everything on paper, but definitely consider whatever it is that you're contemplating, thinking of, is telling me you need to do. Internet technology is going to work for you. Internet-based business, internet-based. I see people coming to your business. Internet. Are you hearing me?
It's always a delay, but I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are we having a delay tonight? Because I'm
No, it's a delay every time. We're ahead of them.
Oh, Jay?
Yeah, we're ahead
I'm
of
waiting
them.
for Jay to respond with that, what I'm saying here.
Yeah, but it's always a delay. We're ahead of them.
Oh, we're ahead of them? Oh.
Yep, we're always ahead of them.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna wait because I want to, yeah.
Yes, he said yes and thank you. Said
No
yes and thank you.
Yes. Concentrate. Internet. You're gonna do great. I see people coming to your page, and I see you like to talk. So you're gonna that's a good combination for internet business. You got a good personality, and people will receive you. Thank you. All right, Mr. T Gaming, I believe, is it your turn? I don't know. I guess so, because you're putting it out there. So, okay, Mr. T. Everybody want to know about career paths tonight. Hold on, y'all. I want to do a. I want to switch to my Kuan Yin because there's a lot of career stuff being asked today, and I feel like.
Now, where are you at? Because Chris was next.
Oh, so
But I
don't
don't see Chris. I don't see
Gaiman.
Chris ask a question. I
Oh,
don't.
so Gaiman wasn't next.
No, it would have been Chris, but
Okay.
the
Oh,
Demonte.
somebody said we skipped Demont. Yeah, he's been
No,
here a long time.
are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, he's been here. I've seen him early. So,
Okay.
what is your? Let's take him. Go ahead,
Sure.
Demonte. We apologize for that. Sometimes it just keeps moving. What
Okay.
is your question, darling?
Yeah, you have to ask a question.
Oh,
Oh,
Chris.
Yeah, Chris was next. Chris was next.
Chris,
We didn't skip
I'm
anybody.
gonna take Chris, and then Demonton 23 will do you next. Okay. So let's talk with Chris.
So it should be Chris, Mr. T Gaming, and then Demonte.
Well, I think Demonton been here for a minute.
Oh, okay. Then I missed
I
it.
saw
Okay,
him
then
long
maybe
time.
do him, and then after.
Okay.
He wants to know if he'll win a GPP. I think that has to do with video gaming.
Really? Really, Chris? Really?
Hey, you got to understand how much money people put in this stuff.
Really, Chris? Okay, Chris. Hey, that's what's important. Okay. Chris going to win, and I'm going to go within for this. Give me a moment.
Yeah, Mr. T Gaming said, yeah, he should be third. Yeah.
Okay. Chris, my guys are saying we don't know what the heck. So can you give more of an understanding, or even if you spell out what the GPP is, give me more information, please. So my understanding is you have put money into one of those pool things where the payout, and then you get to the top, and then you go to the top, and when it's your turn, blah blah blah, and then you bring two people in, things of that sort. You're in one of those things.
CrossFit.
Contest and fantasy sports.
Green Plains Partner. Or
wow. Okay, one moment, please.
Or CrossFit.
Yeah, something to do with
guaranteed prize pool. So it has to do with DraftKings.
okay.
Fantasy basketball. Yeah, okay. Yeah, biggest contest. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And you want to know if you're going to win.
Thank you, Gene, for joining. Yeah, fantasy. Yeah.
I have to admit, this is a first. You're gonna win. This is a first. What questions of that type?
I guess his age.
Oh. Wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This card keeps showing itself to me. Wow. One, I'm seeking here. They're telling me to give you appreciation, that I need for you to step up and give it more. Like, I need for you every day when you wake up, give thanks to everything that's in your life right now. Are you hearing me with that? So I'm feeling like the more appreciation of everything that needs to be done first and foremost. But then I pull the abundant prosperity card. So what I'm sensing is, even if it's not this coming from this, don't get in bundles, because I feel like there is something positive coming into your life, and it is showing me money is coming, even if it's not directly from that. Do you understand? But so the good abundance is coming. Here it is, the abundance card. All
Very
right.
nice. I think that's what he's looking for.
But I'm being told you have to put in the work, meaning that how the universe works is simple, people. When you ask for things or you have expectation for things, you have to understand it's a give and take. So they're saying, okay, we're going to give you this. What are you going to give us? So and all they asking you is just to acknowledge them, to give appreciation for everything that's in your life. It's very simple. So you do that and you work on that, setting your vibration on that, on just saying thank you for you go to bed, thank you I woke up this morning, thank you for food. That's all they want. They just want to be acknowledged that whatever it is they're bringing, they just want appreciation and for you to thank the universe. It's very simple for you. Yes. And what I would like for you to do is when I come back, I want to hear great news of this abundance. And just remember, it is definitely coming. So even if it's not this, you got money coming from somewhere. All right.
The Demonton 23 is next then?
Okay, one more.
So do you have a question, Demonton 23?
Yes, do it, Jay. Do it. That's wonderful. I see people coming to your business, Jay. Do it. Absolutely wonderful. And you're talented as well, so you should be just fine. Hi, who was next? It was
Demonton is next.
Yes, Demonton, your turn. I'm ready. And I want to actually change cards here. But come on.
So I don't see where Demonton is asking a question.
Demonton, you're next. Where you've been asking, and now it's here. Your turn. It is. I promise you, it's your turn. Well, he has he's making the list, so he'll let you know when it's your turn. Okay. On Hero 90, he'll let you know when it's your turn. Right now, we're waiting on Demonton. Wow. And you know what? Who was that? Chris. Okay, so I pulled my other deck of cards. Guess what was the first card that was on top? The money card. You got some money coming to you, Chris. Chris, can you send me $10? Chris, money's coming. That's confirmation. Everybody in this chat, hear my word that Chris is going to tell you when he gets some money, okay? Because it's happening. You got some money coming, darling. Congratulations. Who's next? Oh,
well, Demonton is supposed to be coming, but I don't see anything from him.
What does that mean? Chris about to win it. He got some money.
Very nice.
Well,
without seeing Chris or without seeing Demonton, it would be Mr. T Gaming. If Mr. Demonton doesn't ask, it would be.
You sent what? Oh,
Demonton. Okay, he has a question.
You
said he sent it. Where did you send the question to?
I don't know. I don't see it. Send it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mr. T is after Demonton. We don't see your question.
No, Mo, you're not up yet. You haven't missed anything.
No.
Wait on
Demonton, you said you sent the question.
Yeah, send it again, darling.
See. Yeah, send it again because you were way up there as far as your last comment. Let me see where his last comment was. You skipped me. He said you skipped me, but he didn't ask a question. Let's see.
Demonton, just send your question again, darling.
Yeah, I don't really see it.
Yeah, just send it again.
Send it again, please.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't really have a question from you, Demonton.
Let me see if I can just okay. He left? Why?
He was here. He just said he sent it. So
yeah.
It's only 12:03 and he sent the question at 12:02. So
okay,
looks like he's still around.
Let's see if I can pull something out here for Martha. What is it he wants to know? Demonton, with this here is somebody here in the group. Wow. Wow. Somebody here in the group, listen to me. Did someone have a child pass? Someone's child has passed over? Because I definitely have confirmation here. Two children's card fell out together. So I'm asked to recognize this. Somebody has a child that has passed in this group.
No one's said anything. Hey, Aaron, thank you for joining me.
I'm asking that somebody here has a child that has passed.
And that's a hard thing to admit too.
I understand.
Yeah, that'd be a very hard thing to admit.
And the reason why I'm seeing this. Hold on, y'all. No, not you, Mr. T. Well, don't answer, ain't you? Oh, I get it. Okay.
Could be the family too. Somebody in the family.
No. So what it is somebody, I get it. I see why both here. All right. Someone here has a career that's going to be working with children. Teaching of some kind. Helping children. You have a divine path working with children. Someone here.
He has a son, but he's alive. That's what Demonton said.
I ain't talking to people it's not you. All right, one of y'all is thinking about like a career path. You enjoy working with children, mentoring children. Your divine purpose is helping children, working with kids. It came through. Come on, y'all. I have a double card here.
I don't know, dear. And Demonton said his child is fine. So
all right, Demonton, I'm ready for your question.
Yeah, please tell your question again, Demonton. I didn't see it when I scrolled through.
It's a career. Maybe it's one of those career jobs that hasn't come up for somebody yet, but somebody gonna be working with children. Because I got a double. Possibly school psychiatrist. But see, I see somebody here is going to be working with children. Yeah, with the youth, mentoring them. So yeah.
So Aaron says he's a school psychologist, so could be that related to that.
Yeah. And that's your divine gift. I'm sorry, where's Demonton?
Demonton is in there, so he's still listening. Looks like.
I'm waiting for his question.
Yeah, you have to ask a question, please.
I'm at work now, private nurse. Okay. Oh, you said you working with the pediatrics?
Yeah. Janetta says she works with pediatrics.
Well,
she's a nurse practitioner.
No, I understand that, but I got two cards, y'all. One, somebody working with children, but I see that somebody, a life is going to be taken. Somebody is past a child is passing this world. And I hate to tell y'all that, but there's a child that's going to be leaving. And I'm sorry to tell y'all that, but that's what it is.
So Demonton asked his question. He wanted to know how can he fully tap into his abilities. Okay, so just
be aware of this, people. Just be aware, and next time, please let me know if that has happened. Okay. All right. Nice. You want to know about your tap? How can you tap into your What you mean, how can you fully tap into your abilities?
I think he's talking about some
No, I
type
mean,
of
I understand what he's saying, but hold on. I get what you're saying. I know, right? I'm sorry to tell y'all that, but that is the information. That is the information. All right. I got two came out here for you. Both fell on the ground. Says new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. But then I also have the Omega card that says victory you desire is coming to fruition, so keep up the good work. So that right there to me is clarity and what it is that you're supposed to be doing in the spiritual world. And they said not to work. The thing, guys, is we like to try to force things to happen. And I feel like we need to stop because the guides, our angels, have been trying to talk to us for quite some time now. And we live in a world like we want it now. And everything has to happen in progression stages. So just let it build and let it happen because it's going to come when it's supposed to. But everything look like whatever it is with your spiritual path, I think doors are going to continue to open for you, and whatever it is, I feel you're on the right path. So the victory card says that you're going to be just fine and not to try to force things. Allow it to happen. I'm also being told they want you to start journaling your dreams. Start journaling any kind of dreams, any kind of visions, any kind of thoughts, any kind of intuition that you have. They want you to start journaling, start writing this stuff down because it might not make sense now, but they have been trying to talk to you for quite some time, and you're missing the boat. So write things down, and then you'll be able to formulate and see from it'll make sense to you. In other words, it'll start make sense to you. Keep a journal. Start writing. Are you welcome, darling?
awesome. He needed to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna be fine, and you got good stuff. You got good energy. I like it, and I feel like
Mr.
anything.
T.
I feel like anything you set your mind to is gonna happen for you. The spiritual world has been calling for you for quite some time, and you have this ability. So you're gonna be awesome. I promise you.
He said he's been having a lot of vivid dreams, and he's
Yes.
predicted his car
So
accidents
So
two
that's
days
what I'm
before.
saying. They're opening to you and they want it, and for it to continue. So start writing these dreams down. Keep a journal. Start writing this stuff down. You're gonna have a fantastic life to share with people. I feel like you're being prepared for something. And I mean, I ain't trying to, but you're being prepared for something great. Seriously. Seriously. Listen to the words I'm saying to you. All right, start writing things down, please. And they talk to you in your 111, 111. Look, confirmation right there, 111. Do you see that under his name? Confirmation. Do y'all know what 111? So 111 basically means about new beginnings. It talks about enlightenment and spiritual awakening. Do you see that 111 by his name? Did you hear that? That's confirmation, baby. That's what's up. All right, who's next?
Well, let me just say this: people are saying they're predicting their car accidents before they're happening. That's mental attraction, and so if you're predicting mental attraction, cut off the mental attraction before you have it. Sister Tasha was she had 3 accidents in like 2 weeks, and so if you're predicting it, stop the mental attraction because you're attracting metal. So, Mr. T Gaming, you are up. And what is your question?
Yeah, but I'm also sensing that the right word for you to use is premonitions, because I've sensed that you will have the ability to sense things. Those are not dreams; those are premonitions. Okay, so it's so much more I want to talk to you about, because your diet, everything is so important for you right now. Start going more of a healthier eating. You're on the right path, and you are very strong. So your diet, lots of greens and vegetables, please. Please, fruits, natural things, please. I'm sorry, who was next?
Next, Mr. T Gaming's question. He's up and at 'em. What do you see as his career path?
Why is everybody want career path tonight? I mean, did you tell the group, okay, she coming, and we all
I didn't tell him shit.
what's on his career? Okay.
I don't want to get you laughing. You know I can get going. I don't want to get you laughing.
Right, career path. Amen. Okay. Uh-oh. Ooh. No, but this flipped out. So I changed to my Kuan Yin Oracle. Kuan Yin is just so, everything is fortune says. I love Kuan Yin. Okay, let's see.
Yes, Moray, you're next.
And it says here, the yellow tiger mother. Sometimes we must be strong and hold true, whilst all around us seems to be shifting and changing. The yellow tiger mother, Kuan Yin, is roaring her divine sound within you. She asks you to hear her, to remember that you are a powerful being of light. And even whilst you are a flow with universal forces, your strong roots help you to be at peace with your truth. Stand in your ground whilst your light shines true. Okay. I hear here, I'm feeling here. Holding firm to what you feel in your heart to be true. To realize the wisdom of your courage. Your strength at this time is needed, like the protective shield, providing nurturing. Okay. Dreams and higher path continue to manifest. Allow yourself. Okay. So basically what I'm sensing here from Kuan Yin is Mr. T, you got some work to do. You got to put in some work here. And what you guys don't understand is you call these things to you depending on how your own inner vibration. So vibration attracts vibration. So if you're putting in fear, then that's what you're going to get in return. But if you're putting in love, you're putting in that you are worthy of receiving, then that's what you're going to get in return. Well, that's the thing. I don't live for money. I live for purpose in my life, and I have the understanding that yes, we need money to sustain this world, but I don't try to go get it. I gotta get it. Everything, every day I think money. How can I make more of it? Because then you are a slave to the system. So because I am my own person, I govern my own self, I attract that which whatever the universe has for me. And trust me, my universe has taken very good care of me. All my needs are met, all of them. But I don't have the focus on just getting it, how to get more of it. You understand? I know, career day, right? Okay.
I live for hockey puck sausage, so.
Right. So remember the thing about food, everything but that one. All right.
Moray's next. What is your question, Moray?
Moray, hello. Again, this is the Awakened1. This is what we're doing up here in the house. I believe you are.
No,
Yeah.
no. Nicole's next. Nicole's after Moray.
And then, but you have Hero 90 down.
Yep, I have Lammy. Lammy is after him, but Nicole is after is next.
Okay, Moray, we are ready.
Moray says, my question is, why do people keep trying to mess with him? Why is he being bothered by people he ain't bothering?
Call of the Dancing Crane. Let's see what Call of Kuan Yin. Call of the Dancing Crane. Dancing Crane moves through waters and mucky marsh with elegance and grace. There are times when the astral waters of our emotional life become stagnated and will benefit from the healing movement, grace, and beauty of the dancing crane. This is particular so when your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional patterns do not support you in living the spiritual destiny you are born to live. Okay. And as you grow spiritual, you can outgrow astral conditioning, just like shifting mud out of water. So I get exact. So basically, what this is telling me, what is this saying is what I was saying earlier about energy, about your thoughts, about your beliefs. So if you believe that whoa, it's me, nobody loves me, I'm destined for doom, then that's, if you keep constantly putting that into your psyche, then the universe says that, oh, they must want more of it, and this is what you're going to get in return. So what Kuan Yin speaks about changing your own reality. Understand, it's like how do I explain it? It's kind of like you're in this your life is a movie, and you get to play all the characters and decide what's going to happen in your movie. Is this going to be a horror? Is it going to be an adventure? Is it going to be, you know what I mean? So you get to write your own movie, and you decide, if you decide that these people are constantly bothering you, then and understand that everything that we experience is also aspects of ourselves. So what is that saying about why you are attracting these type of people that are bothering you? Do you kind of understand what I'm saying? And so remember, everything is energy. Everything is energy. So if you're putting it in the universe, fear, or darkness, or everybody hates me, then that's what you're going to get in return. You have the ability to change that. You have the ability to say, I'm going to change this movie. I don't like it. Okay, one time I was having this dream, y'all. This is real. And the monster was chasing me, and I turned to the monster and I put my hand out and I said, stop. I said, I do not fear you. And at that moment, the monster went away and I woke up. It's just that simple. You can either continue to go down the same path that you've been going down, or say you've had enough and change your own reality. And when you really are ready, and you start speaking that which you want, not that which you believe that you have to accept, things will start changing for you. Are you there?
I'll be letting the monsters catch me.
You be quiet. Don't listen to him. Okay, so change your focus, change your thoughts, change your words. You have to, within yourself. You got to do the work because it comes from your higher self. And if you're constantly feeling that, thinking that, then that's what the universe is going to give you more of. So change your thoughts, you change your life. And it's just like baby steps. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Where are we? Who's next? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
It says, thanks for my last reading. The family is doing better. My question is, any new things coming on the horizon for her family or career?
And who is this?
Nicole.
I don't see Nicole here on my screen. Okay.
Yeah, Nicole. I had to. She had asked a question. That's why.
Oh,
Please don't try to dominate.
here it is. It's up here. Okay.
Yeah.
How did it get there? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, dominant spiral glyphs. Please do not dominate. Only two. You leave 2 comments and then let others. Thank you. All right.
All right, let's go. Oh.
You need to.
Hold.
We ain't even going there. Why you on that? Why you on that spiral glyph? Why you on that? That's trolling to me. That's trolling to me.
And Nicole, I'm gonna answer just one, either the family or the career. Okay. All right. So we have Sisters of the Star Blossoms. I don't know what's going on with everybody else. All right. No trolling.
Yeah, he's talking about some bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit, man. Nobody care about you and what you're doing with some females.
Who?
The spiral glyph dude. He usually is cool, but I don't know. I guess he wanted attention tonight.
Oh, I don't know what happened. Okay. Nicole, we got Sisters of the Star Blossoms. Group energy is powerful. Okay. It is good to remember that whilst we each take our own unique journey back into divine bliss and truth, we have plenty of friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find the way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. It is service to connect with heart-centered groups that feel good and improve the quality of your life, and to be supported and supporting of each group. You are guided to allow this to happen. Okay. So basically, where did she go? Yes. I think that question is for you. So Nicole, what I'm sensing here with the family is, and then let me say this in this way so you can understand what I'm saying. I don't care who it is, Nicole. If someone is not for your best you, or encouraging you to be your best self, then it's time to find it elsewhere. And you want to surround yourself with just people who are going to accept you, unconditionally accept the things that you like. I'm spiritual, I'm a reader, and so if there's people in my circle who can't accept my special gifts, then I'm gonna love you, but I'm gonna love you from a distance. So I feel as though this is the message that's telling me that always be true to yourself, family or not. Make sure that everyone is respecting you as your thought process and the things that you have going on in your life. All right, does that make sense? What's yikes,
So.
Demonton? What's yikes? Yikes about what?
So if that is it, I am my own hero is next.
Yes.
And I don't see the question yet. Okay, Nicole said thank you. She said, I got you. Thank you.
Yes.
So Nicole, and I am my own hero is next. And then Aaron.
Okay, so we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. So I'm gonna take these last 2 guys, and then whoever we don't finish will start for the first for the next show. Okay. No, seriously, everybody wants career. Is that for real, y'all? Seriously?
Hey, Jobs is coming back.
I mean, really?
Jobs, people are starting to work again. Jobs is coming back, so people want to know.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He threw finances, so maybe that'll give you a little different.
Career and finance, go hand.
Well, not necessarily. Because the question might come out that the question might and Aaron would be next. Aaron is after that.
All right. And this is constantly being shown to me. So, financially, you're gonna be fine. And I pulled the garden and the gate. Speaks about abundance, prosperity, and staying safe. Okay, and it shows a woman, and she's in a garden, and there's a gate, and she's looking out, and there's like this beautiful path, and a blossom garden that's outside the gate, lots of colors all around her, and the gate basically leads to the outside world, but like I said, it's locked, and she wears a key, a chain around her neck. So this is bodies for the financial world. They seem like there's a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time, but be aware of the choices to stay seemingly secured in this garden. Says it may actually be motivated by habit or fear of the unknown. So you, in essence, is holding yourself back because you're stuck behind this gate, but all you have to do is use the key that's around your neck and just open it, and voila. But for whatever reason, your thoughts, you get in your own way. And the guides are telling me for you to stop, because all you have to do is open the gate. And when you open the gate, just on the other side, there's a whole world waiting for you with abundance and prosperity and everything that you desire. But you have to make that leap. You have to make that step. And you're the only person that's getting in your own way, you. So change, like I was telling the other person, change your thoughts. You change your thoughts, you change your reality. All right? No, not a problem, darling. Thank you, guys. And that was for who was we talking with?
I am.
Okay.
That is I Am My Own Hero.
Yes.
And then I think your last one would be for Aaron. So I've asked Aaron to write a question, but I don't see. Okay, there he is. Here's Aaron. Aaron wants to know, going through some rough times with my wife, is his marriage worth saving? That's it. That you've been asking for no careers. There's a good one for you.
I know. But like I said, the last one, your answer is yes, money is coming. But again, you hold the key to that for that happening. And once you get out of your own way and clear your head, then everything should be coming to you. Okay? So hopefully that answered your question. All
Very
right.
nice.
All right, Aaron. How you doing, darling? Want to know, can we save this marriage? We're saving. What's going on with this home life here? Ooh, what is going on? What do we need to know? This marriage, this home, this family. What's going on? What is going on with this marriage, this family? Worth saving. Worth saving. Where did he go? I like to is it possible to pull him back up?
Yep, I can do
Get
that.
it? Okay.
Right there.
Okay, because I get to. All right. So what? This came flying out. That kills me with that. Okay, here. I feel like there's a woman. I feel a woman presence that's coming here. Female of wisdom, of understanding. Okay. Okay, so I feel there's some kind of feminine energy that's coming to you, Aaron. I feel like a friendship, a friendship, to express and understand your feelings. So I feel like you're going to be reaching out to this female, and she's going to help you take you in a new direction. Could be also a new love interest, but I do sense that there's someone you're going to be confiding in about your marriage, and she's going to be there for you. And I feel that something more can come of you and this woman. I'm sensing quite a bit here. Are you there, Aaron?
I think he's there. Go ahead.
Okay. I hate these late delays, boy. It kills
It's
me.
just the way YouTube is. We're ahead of them.
Yeah. So, but I just feel like you know who this woman is, and I sense that you're going to be so I do feel like your present marriage that is over, because you're already making plans, like, you know what I mean? You've already made up your mind. This is done. You're done. So you don't need to question that. So yeah, there is someone else. All right.
Well, thank you, dear. That is very powerful. Normalized just wanted to know if you could touch. What did he say? Um, he just wanted to know, do you think you can acknowledge the question you asked about me? And I think the question you were saying used his own abilities. And then I'm not worried, but I feel bad if it gets skipped because you told me to ask. So he wanted to know about using his ability and asking his guides. I think that's how you put it. Is that how you put it?
Clarify for me, please.
Well, I think that's just what you ask. You ask to ask his guides to see what his guides said about his path. So that's all. And Aaron said thank you.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to go back normalized. It's really kind of hard for her to go back. I mean, all these energies are coming. So
it is.
And this
and I am so weak right now. So my energy.
So like, this was her last one, guys. So
I always want to close it out. So let me close it out with my Kuan Yin. See what the final is for the group. So hold on. I'm really feeling a certain way with all these career question, guys, because that lets me know, wow, things is heavy right now, and I'm just gonna put it out there for some positive energy to come on you guys. Matter of fact, hold on, guys, because I'm gonna work some things. I want for this group within this week. I want some immediate resolutions, immediate answers to come to the group this week, and positive things, just positive things coming to this group this week. It's done. So congratulations, everybody. Say congratulations. It's coming. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. All right, what else can we finalize for this group? What else can we finalize for this group here? Last. Same for this group. All right, who it is? Okay, reveal the peacock beauty. Miss Peacock Beauty. And I'm sorry, y'all, if I seem like I'm like kind of out of it. I can't really see because I'm using this soft light because I want to turn the bright light on. I can't see. Okay. Don't worry. Reveal the peacock beauty. This is the final message for the group. The peacock beauty can silence us with her sheer magnificence, reminding us of the power of genuine beauty to bring us into peace and harmony within. There is a stirring within you to create greater beauty in your life, to honor the creative ability that you have to express such sublime feelings that residue within you. As the soul grows spiritually, the creative energies begin to rise from the sacral chakra to the hips, to the pelvis, to the throat chakra, where they can be translated into sound and made manifest. Look at that. What once would have been more instinctual creatively, beautiful in its own way, becomes inspired and sublime, adding depth and healing energy to your creative expressions. You can begin to create divine beauty through your words and actions. That's what I kept telling about tonight. Words. You become an active healing force for divine beauty in your world. So again, people, great prosperity is coming. What you put out is what you're going to attract within. So if you keep putting out fear equates fear. If you put out love equates love. And just remember, if you're constantly, all you're thinking about is money, how to get it, then you're missing the essence of what it means to be spiritual in your walk. Being spiritual in your walk, there's a knowing that you don't have to try to get it. Your universe, your guides, they know what you want. Just call upon them. I promise you, whatever it is you seek, that's what your guides are there for. But so you don't have to chase the money, guys. Don't have to fear it. And guess what? This week, good things coming to this group. It is done. So I want you within a day or two to call me and you tell me when they're gonna be like, oh my God, I got this call. Oh my God, this job came through. It's coming this week. There you go. I am the Awakened One. Thank you guys. I had such a wonderful time. I hope you did too. For those of you who would like a personal reading, he has left you my email. You can email me for a session. And as always, love offerings is always greatly appreciated.
And the Cash App is in there too. So just look in the Cash App is there as well.
Cash App information is there. Yes. And for those of you, some of you, I really wanted to go deeper because I feel like, I could have really went deeper with y'all. my first readings, general readings for my first readings is $55, guys. Like I said, I don't put time limits on my reading, and everything is I stand by my word with everything. So if you're not happy, hey, I don't want you to pay. All right. Anything else?
Thank you so much again. I appreciate it.
Thank you, darling. It has been a joy. And like I said, whoever didn't get a chance this evening, we will make sure you go first. Matter of fact, we coming up the month April next month.
Next week.
Next week, excuse me. So I will be back soon to do our April reading. And I think I'll bring like I said, I want to do some Q&A, questions and answer for you guys. And hopefully it'll change from just career to other things as well. It was a lot of that tonight. It was just a whole lot of that. No, thank you guys. But hold on, guys. Hold on. Just wanna hold on. Where are you from? And where do you live? You?
Me?
Yeah.
I live in Minnesota.
Yeah, because that just came up that's what I got. Something about Minnesota. Something. Hold on. Someone is thinking to move there. Someone is thinking to move to Minnesota for work, for the job opportunity. Something is calling them to something in Minnesota.
That is so interesting because I know someone that applied to the master's program at the University of Minnesota.
Well, they're telling me that whatever this is, they're telling me that this is not a good timing for it. This is not a good timing at this time. To be aware, to be wary. I'm not sensing this being a good fit at this time for this.
Interesting. But they're doing online kind of so that person wouldn't necessarily have to move here, so maybe that's not for them.
Right. But there's someone here for 2 readings in April. Well, no, Mark, because you know what it is? I'm not here to answer all you guys' questions. The point is to just give you a general, a basic, and then if you like what you hear, then hopefully that you will come for a full session with me. So, because doing this is a lot of energy work, and it does tire me. And if you like the information, then come for a full reading. That's the whole point of me promoting myself and coming to this show. Okay.
Outstanding.
Your birthday's next month. Oh, I haven't seen you before 5/31. I'm sorry that you came late.
Yeah, he comes on here.
Okay. And that's okay, Rocky, because like I said, you might not understand the answer right now, but I clearly see this lady, or older lady, that's protecting you. So when it's time, it's gonna happen, and then you're gonna come back and be like, "I got it." And I'm like, "I know." So that's okay. It's okay. It's coming. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm out of here, and good night.
Thank you, dear.
Good morning. It's late.
All right. Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye. Well, she did her thing, and I appreciate the participation. She does the best she can. I like to get in contact. Her information is in the I put her information in there, so the Cash App and everything. Now, Brother James, you want to do voodoo on somebody, that's not cheap, and that takes a lot of work. So you and this is the thing, and if anybody else doesn't tell you this, they're lying to you. If you do want to do voodoo on someone, as you say, and you came up with the name, you always have to have the exhaust. And if no one tells you that, they're lying, because sometimes that can be almost like a boomerang. But if you set up the exhaust and then the boomerang will come to the exhaust, but that's you got to be sure about that, James. And that's not cheap. People won't do that for you cheap. That'll cost you a pretty little penny. But and remember, there's no turning back for that kind of thing, James. You got to remember that too. So if that's your intention and you want to follow through with it, you got to set up the exhaust, and then it's no coming back from that. Once you set it off, it'll be set off. So if you find somebody that can do that, that is not cheap. Don't call it a night when it's only yeah, okay. It's almost 1 o'clock here, and I got a little girl that's gonna wake up at 7. So that's why I asked, do you understand voodoo? Well, the whole story is my grandparents was from Louisiana. And so even though my grandmother was a Pentecostal, she did a lot of that stuff and she got to talking about it. And so I was exposed to it as a very young boy. Like she always put the salt down. I'd ask her why. She would explain it. And so she would set up stuff. And so I was exposed to it very young. Now, I don't really practice. I know the stuff, but I don't really practice a lot of it. So I understand it. I'll tell you the story. When I went to college, we had a thing that was very fraternity-like. So we tortured the freshmen pretty much. And I remember one of the freshmen was upset, and for some reason he took it out on me and 2 others. And we all got hurt within days of him, what we didn't understand. And I should have recognized it, because when I saw it, I didn't think about it. But after I thought about it, I was like, oh, I could have stopped that. But he set a little hex, and we all stepped over his hex. So we stepped into it. And all of us got hurt. So we later pummeled him, but at the point, he got his point across. And I don't know why he targeted us 3. I mean, 60 dudes beat you up. I don't know how you target 3 people of the 60. Couldn't imagine my blows was any harder than the rest of them. But so, yeah, I was exposed to it, and I take it seriously. So I understand it. But again, no, I'm about to go. I'm not going to stay on. It's been like going over 3 hours, and I did the 4-hour show the other day. But I will be on tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow. Probably slightly before midnight tomorrow. Because again, this is the first night of the 3 nights going into the full moon. So I will be on tomorrow. But thank you for the response. I appreciate it. Again, if you're serious, her information is in there. Again, she's given for free what normally is her livelihood. Just like One Divineness, this is their livelihood. They make a living out of this, and then people take them seriously. And so if you do want it and you take it seriously, fall into it. Fall into it. I guess I don't need these. I'm hearing myself, they're hot. But that's what I'm trying to do, is connect y'all with the right people that are real people. What's your take on burning sage? I've said this before. One of the witches, and this is the second witch, not the main witch I always talk about on Facebook, but this is the second witch. She was like, burning sage won't remove negative energies. Burning sage will. I talked about the story this summer where I removed a dead spirit. I removed a dead spirit that needed to be set free from a house. So I don't know what the hell that witch was talking about. Sage won't remove. Sage can cleanse. Sage can take away bacteria. You're talking about something that will fight just like Lysol. Sage will do just as much as Lysol. So sage will get to the quantum and can remove bacteria as well. But sage definitely will chase off. I mean, if a damn incense or Palo Alto woods can get rid of negative spirits, sage definitely can. So sage can get rid of negativity in your home, because it will. See, sage will go to the quantum level to fuck with something. And there's not a lot of things that can hide from the quantum. Even a ghost has a quantum signature. So if you have something that can remove things from the quantum level, not very many things can do that. Because sometimes that's what it takes. You have to go small. But I do want to end with another czar practice. And this might kind of interest people, because one way of looking in the hallway, there's another thing, and I want you guys to practice this with me. So there's a part of the hallway, and so I guess we'll start like this. Again, starting from last night, we're going to start in the same exact place. Start in the hallway. So picture the hallway. I can't really reach that. Let's see if I can reach it. Oh, I can reach it. Okay. That'll be a little easier on me. Yeah, a lot easier. So if you can imagine, close your eyes, step into the hallway. We're not counting doors. We're not counting anything. But we're going to count. There's going to be a line running straight down both walls. Straight down. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So line going down both sides. So imagine we're in the hallway. Any kind of floor. Don't even got to be a floor. You just standing, but we see the hallways. You see both walls. I don't even care about the ceiling. The ceiling can be to the stars. It doesn't matter. I just want you to see the walls. There's a line going down the walls. This is going to be a quick one, but this might be the most interesting one. Seeing damn rabbit poop. Where's that coming from? Okay. So let's take some steps forward, and we're only going to take 3 steps. No, let's take 5. Let's take 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Keep one foot in front of the other. Now check this out. Slide back 2 steps. Step back, step back, step back, step back. Okay, let's start again. You guys ain't getting it. Start again. Pay attention now. There's a line going down. Okay, so we got walls. There's a line going to the walls. On the line, on the walls, we see the marker for 5 steps. All right? So let's go like this. We see the marker for 1 step. We see the marker for 2 steps. We see the marker for 3 steps. We see the marker for 4 steps. We see the marker for 5 steps. So slide back 1 step to 4. Slide. Don't walk. Slide. All right, let's start again. Start from 1. Take 1 step. Takes 2 steps. Take 3 steps. Take 4 steps. Take 5 steps. Slide back 1 step. Now walk. Slide. Start from the beginning. Let's take 1 step. Let's take 2 steps. Let's take 3 steps. Let's take 4 steps. Let's take 5 steps. Slide back to the 3rd step. Okay, seems like it's kind of getting. All right, start again. Let's go 1 step. Let's go 2 steps. Let's go 3 steps. Let's go 4 steps. Let's go 5 steps. Now concentrate. 1 foot's in front of the other. Without taking steps backwards, complete slide to the 2nd step. Can you feel that? You're not repeating like a video. You're actually going back to that step. Start from number 1 again. 1st step, 2nd step, 3rd step, 4th step, 5th step. We're going all the way back to step 1, but we're going to slide. On 3, 1, 2, 3, slide back to the 1st step. Now, if you practice this by yourself, this is the way time moves. You can actually move backwards in time, something very similar like this practice, because the Tsar world lets you go to any time space. Again, you can possess someone in the past. Quantum Leap, watch the old shows of Quantum Leap. But this is the practice. And what I'm showing you is the numbers are actually years. Now, let me see how I want to put this. So the reason why I showed you to take the 1st step backwards, because sometimes you want to just rewind. So that's why I said take the steps backwards, because that's how you can rewind. But you can slide back as well. And the slide back is a quicker movement. And you're not just rewinding, you're actually kind of popping up there. So that's a little practice on how to time manipulate. Now you can take this much longer, much longer, long as you feel you can safely do it. But that's just a quick little practice. But that is how you time manipulate. And that is why the Tsar hallways are better than the ethers. Again, I don't get anything from teaching this. I don't get anything. This is just to me, because people won't tell you. Again, people tell you to want to go leave your body, go to the ethers, go to the astro, and they don't tell you these motherfuckers is in that shit. They've been in that shit. People won't tell you that. They don't fuck with the Tsar stuff, though. It does not appear like they fuck with it. And I say it does not appear. But because the other ones you see, these motherfuckers have been there because they want to know how far you are. And a lot of people won't tell you that. They won't tell you that. They'll just go ahead, just leave and see what happens. Because it's eyes on you. Just like they watching this shit here. They want to see who's strong spiritually. But that's all right. Because like when we talk about our guards and our guides, they know they got to step over them, or they got to fight with them or fight them. Not, fight with them, but fight them. So, So I just wanted to give you the idea, and I think we're going to practice that a little more as we go. So thank you, everybody. I mean, this is going on 3 hours, so this is more than enough information. Thank you for responding with her. I appreciate your response. Trying to get it together next time she comes to have the questions a little easier. So it took me a while to figure it out, but again, this has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. It featured the Awakened1, and as I always finish with Isham, short version tonight. I'm not a New York rapper or LA gangbanger. I'm just an old school Detroit crack slinger. I am Aid Wind is timeless. Till we meet again.